Yo,
I was like, yo,
better late than never.
We
we
here.
ain't late. What are you talking about?
Clash the podcast.
Yes, sir. And I'm
Hey,
back this week.
Turn that camera
Flizz
a
is
little
back. Why?
bit so I can get out the class symbol.
Man,
Why you ain't just turn with the top hard?
because I got to get it over you because we all in the shot. So,
Nah, if you would have turned it a little, we still would have been in the shot. If you gonna be in the shot, see? Well, it worked right there. There you go. That's my crown.
or I could just take it off.
No, don't take it off. I like that. Y'all going to the Remy Jones event
When is that?
Saturday?
Nah, I'm busy as hell Saturday.
I don't even know if I'm going to be here.
Well, shout out to Remy.
Check y'all phone, see if we live. What up, world? We
What up?
back once again. You know what? I think,
Oh, now we live.
let's go back a little
Here
bit
we
because
go.
I'm too close.
Here we go. Yeah.
I gave it a dope look.
Yeah. Clash the podcast. We here, y'all. Let us know if y'all in the building. I'm opening up the chat right now. Chat overlay. And you know what I can start doing? I can start putting lists on the other side. So we can have a list and we can write. Yo, shout us out if you in the building. Clash the podcast has begun. Clash the rap podcast. We gonna specify that it's a rap podcast, so y'all don't be coming in looking for Whitney Houston conversation. We talk about hip hop
We
here.
talk about Whitney Houston too, though.
We talk about hip hop here. We talk about manly man things. Sports. Like Celtics.
Yeah.
But yo, so we appreciate y'all being here. We're about to get this show started. I'm Challz. That's Flizz. That's Dante. Clash the podcast is here, up and running. Make sure we need y'all to be active, interacting with in the comments, letting us know your opinion and things like that. I want to talk about a few current events because why not? Have y'all heard about? Let me see if y'all want to talk about this first.
I talk about anything.
Have y'all heard about GQ magazine naming Future the best rapper alive?
I seen that on your thing. I was gonna watch it.
Did you hear about it at all?
I didn't hear about that.
It ain't nothing to hear. They just put him on the cover as the best rapper alive.
But okay, over who though?
But they didn't have no list. He just on there. They just put him. I'm gonna show you the cover. He just on there.
Can I ask you a question?
So
Did he pay for that slot?
I think it's, but they're a magazine about dressing. So I honestly could have brought that up on the screen. I'll do that next time. But that's it. That's the whole cover. It's no explanation. It's got a bunch. You go inside. It's a bunch of pictures of him. Designer gear. I don't know if y'all can see that, but GQ magazine they name your boy Future best rapper alive. And this is the thing, right? Some people be like, why do you care that they naming him that? Nobody. Well, I'm gonna say nobody, but most people don't agree with that. But this is our thing. This is hip hop, man. This is what we talk about all day, all night. When you're a hip hop head, with someone, it doesn't matter the magazine, whoever says that, we're gonna run to the defense of hip hop because at this point it's disrespectful
Very.
to be calling Future the best rapper alive or the best rapper alive. And I'm like, did Jay die? Did J. Cole die? Did Nas die? Did like Kendrick die? Benny the Butcher, did he die? Like, what we talking about? And I think they talking about maybe most influential. Maybe he's doing the most influencing. But I don't understand how in any world. Now you know Elliot Wilson used to be running the Source, right?
Yeah.
He's the interviewer of Future in that magazine article.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if he's interviewing him, maybe he was the one that said that.
Yo, you know what I be thinking?
To
When it comes
troll.
that? You know what I be saying with? Oh yeah, you know he was good for trolling. But I
To
be
troll.
I be thinking sometimes a company is paying for that to get you know this is a trolling era, and then it's also like to bring people to the attention of
Courtney
his
in the
album
building.
and stuff because there's no way in the world you're gonna get me to believe he's the best rapper alive. Like especially with a Kendrick Lamar about to come out.
Kendrick dropping in May.
J.
May
Cole
8th.
is out. Benny the Butcher is out. Who else? Artist named Flizz is out.
There's so many. Even underground rappers come before Future. And I know some people. I know some people.
Is he
like,
even a rapper?
That's what I'm saying. That's what Flizz is here for.
No,
That's what Flizz
I'm
is
giving
for.
it real thought. Like,
Is Future a rapper?
because, oh yeah, he's a rapper. Definitely, he's a rapper.
Okay.
I don't believe Future's the best rapper alive. I didn't read the article, so I don't know what it really said. But that could be clickbait, like you said.
That's what I'm.
It
Yeah,
definitely was clickbait.
That could be clickbait number one. But is Future powerful for right now's rap? Yeah, he's powerful. So I'm sure he's somebody's favorite. He's just not mine. So you know what I mean?
Do you listen to Future?
Every now and then.
I don't-
Know who got me into that?
Who?
Angeli.
I feel like if I did a poll with like 2,000 people, most of them would know who Future is. Some of them would listen to him religiously, but many of them would not consider him nowhere near the best. So who gets the right to throw these things out and just say who the best, bro? Like these magazines, they like stepping in our culture. Like it's like this is the type of stuff when I got mad at Versus for trying to make people pay. I'm like, that's our culture, bro. Y'all gassed it up. You built it on top of the backs of our culture.
Hold up, Flizz. That's your job.
What? Let your voice be heard? Oh, that's
No.
Vaughn Taylor, he's the most influential in the new generation, along with Wayne. But nah, I'm not a fan. Vaughn said I'm not a fan. And that's the thing. Most people gonna say I know who he is. A lot of people gonna know he got mad baby mamas. A lot of people gonna say, oh, I know one or two of his songs. Or some people gonna be like, I like his music. But it's gonna be very few people that rock with him and say he the best.
Hold up, Clash.
What?
Real quick. You know what? Something that nobody say yet that we gotta put in perspective.
What?
In Atlanta, he is very popular.
He is.
Very. What just happened?
No, don't worry about that. That's me doing something.
He's very popular. So, when they say he's the best rapper alive, let's play the devil's advocate. Did people ask about him in his region, in his area, amongst his peers, and they might elevate him that much? Because we know as like when it came to Gucci Man and what's his name, the other dude, Jeezy, yeah. They considered Gucci Man more street than Jeezy, even though Jeezy was presenting himself more as a street dude. But everybody in Atlanta, and I was out there around the time when they both was coming out, Gucci was that dude, especially after what he did to his boy.
Right.
But so I'm sitting up there, I'm thinking about it because I'm like up north and in this area, in this region, there's some people that listen to Future, but not like they probably do down in that area. So they might be speaking on a certain, because like Drake, him and Drake did an album together. So if somebody was to ask Drake, hey, how you feel about Future? You know he's going to voice his opinion. Basically, he rocks with him like that. So is that where you think they coming with this?
I think also you gotta don't underestimate what magazine this is. What demographic do they cater to? Because every magazine is gonna cater to their people or their following. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So I've heard I've seen so many magazines say stuff I disagree with so hard. It's like wow, and I felt kind of like back in the day I used to feel like how what Challz would be like, yo, you're intruding on my culture. You know what I mean?
I think.
But
now
then I thought
people
even in
think
this room,
differently,
I think we probably in this room might have 3 different greatest rapper alive. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So-
It'll be pretty close.
So what I'll say is with sports when they be like, all right, who's the best? MJ's the best, Kobe's the best, KD's the best, LeBron's the best, right? It's never somebody just astronomical like Michael Doliak. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? So in rap, it depends on who you get to. I think Future's powerful enough that some people will buy that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not like you just said Kwame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't go astronomical. It's just that I don't like. Let me stop saying that.
He said Kwame.
It's not. I don't think Future's the best because I do like Future's music. Like honestly, I was banging his shit. You know what I mean? But would I consider him Flizz's best art? Nah. But he's not whack. It's not like if someone said like I don't know, like, oh, Treble T. Roy and Heavy D and them was the best rappers alive. I'm like, all right, come on. I like Heavy D, but you're stretching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm trying to grade it like that, like, you know what I mean? But like I was saying, in this room,
Yo,
I think we would have
we
to
ain't
be
political correct, so just come out and say what you're gonna say.
I
Stop
just
trying
said
to
what
be
I said.
political.
No,
You
that's
sound
not
like you're
politically. That's not being politically correct. That's being honest, and it's putting out a real.
He is not the greatest rapper alive. Point blank.
I said to
the
me,
end.
he's not. But
Forget
who
to
do you
me
think-
to anybody else, he's not the greatest
everything
rapper
you
alive.
just said, someone's gonna say the same thing about who you picked. For goodness sake, Challz put out a group, 100 freaking groups, and people still have something to say.
Yeah.
So there's always gonna be something to say about who's the best, who should make the list. You know what I mean?
Kenny
If you
Black
can't,
put up a comment.
if you can't put up 100 damn groups without getting a comment like, well, but what about damn? You're never gonna
CJ.
win.
CJ in the building.
What up,
Hey CJ, how you feel about Future?
CJ La Flacas?
Greatest rapper alive.
Kenny Black said, I don't know many people that can rap a Future verse without the music on. When you say best rapper, you have to be able to recite music a cappella style.
Who's Kenny Black?
He just somebody on Facebook.
Okay, you know what? I like Kenny Black already because you know what? I feel that same way about rappers. I'll be like,
If you can't say their verse,
not if you just can't say their verse. If they did their verse a cappella, how would you take to it? You know how when like remember when Kanye back in the day that I sold my soul for a happy meal, it was a great deal. But at least it came with a few toys or something like that. People felt that. Mace
Right.
doing his joint. People felt that. So regardless if you think he's relevant,
Right.
people felt that a cappella.
recently Kanye did one of his acapellas and it missed terribly. Like it didn't come off well at all.
See?
Some of the stuff he was saying recently, he tried to say the one where he said about he said something about
Kenny Black, I became a supporter.
you know
of
how
him.
black niggas do. Something about to the fact that you know they always late. Something it's one of his rhymes off the last album, and he tried to do it a cappella, and it fell flat as a mug. And it's like that's what it is. So it's like with Future, right?
Yep.
My thing is
Cause think about it, just
all
do
the
this.
auto tune, which I come back to this. I always come back to auto tune.
Do
Auto tune.
acapella mass on. Mass with no beat.
And the subject matter is only two. How many subjects the streets you talking about? They're gonna be in two boxes.
Yep.
They're gonna be in two boxes. They're gonna be in. You talking about girls and pills and hanging out and doing something in the club and getting money. All of that's the same. That's some like hood trap box.
Correct.
It's all in like floss box.
The manual, right?
Yeah. So it's like what we talking about? Like if you can't. People need people with
do
more.
540s. They said lyrical
Oh, that's on
rap,
YouTube.
you really can't blast,
Oh, that's
so
my
it's
boy.
often not good in the car.
Oh, matter of fact, nah, he could speak. He could speak on it. We ain't doing the underrated yet.
Yeah, we're gonna
Craig.
get to the underrated.
Hey, Craig,
We're just doing credit. We're just doing current events.
that's my boy Craig. Craig, what do you feel about Future being the greatest rapper alive?
Craig. Yo, Craig.
Oh,
Dreamville
Dreamville.
Church in the building.
Craig.
Let us know what you think about Future being the greatest alive. So this is my thing. You gotta think about the magazine itself. GQ is the demographic, like you said.
Yeah, it's the demographic. They're shooting.
They shooting at a different market, and that market may only listen to people like Future.
Yeah, and they're not gonna look at someone like a Nas for right now as the greatest rapper alive. You know what I mean? They're gonna look at who's hot right now.
And right now, you say Nas to them, they think about Lil Nas.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
He's Nas now.
It's a demographic.
Future.
thing.
Oh, now that's a young boy saying Future's trash. That's a young boy.
And I don't know, because Future being in the middle is like, young boys don't really rock with him that hard. And older people say don't rock with him now. They always, so who's rocking with him? Like, he come out, he does these numbers.
Women.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Women.
I went to a Future concert.
Okay.
The shit was packed to the wall with young people.
Okay.
And there was a lot of women.
How long was
And,
that though?
This was like 4 years ago.
It had to be a while ago.
It was before COVID.
Okay.
So, but the energy of this fucking crowd was ridiculous. Like, I felt so old that day. It was
No, he brings them.
you
like,
felt
I
you're
don't-
old because you didn't know the songs?
No, because I can't keep up with them dances. Anyway, the crowd's doing this. I was like, I'm used to the two-step era. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bop to Mobb Deep and all that. I'm bopping. Like, I'm from this era. I wasn't from this era. Like, but the energy, but the crowd was crazy. So I think
Yeah.
Future wins on energy. You know what I mean? Like, what's the other rapper who be wearing the beads and they got the little braids? The dark skinned dude.
Lil Yachty.
Lil Yachty.
Okay.
Lil Yachty was asked.
I could have named like 10 of them.
Yeah. Lil Yachty said he could write a dope 16, but why? He goes, I write these type of songs and this is what gets me this. He goes, and he was like, why should people my age want to just go write a code 16?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think I don't say all. I think a lot of the young people are thinking that. You know, like, no, this is the wave. This is what's hot. This is what gets me money. I'm a millionaire. Like, you know, there's a lot of niggas who kept it real and kept real lyrical, but they're real broke. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's what the young
There's
people
a lot of
are living
lyrical
off.
guys that got their money too.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, I think they're like, we're not playing no games. Well, last thing I'll say, I got this young boy who I worked with. He's 20 years old now. He just turned 20. And he said to me, like, he said the fact that old school rap is the techniques of it. He said it's so easy for someone their generation because their techniques are getting all like. So when you hear someone just like this rhythmatic explosion is what your frame of mind is chosen. I leave your brain stimulated. Niggas is for it just sounds to them like you're just talking rhythmatically and it's
dude, he was saying some stuff.
But let me tell you, I want
he was
Kenny
killing
Black.
it.
I want to
Yeah.
touch on Kenny Black. He said something that sounds like another topic we can get into.
Go
he
back
said?
to the first one. He said the greatest rapper alive is a tough title because of what?
Greatest rapper alive is a tough title because of the criteria. Then he wrote, today's rappers are about vibes and simple lyrics that are catchy. Verse structure songs with lyrics that have fire beats. And that's a discussion.
Yo, Kenny,
Yes, he's
hold
right.
on. How old are you first? Like your age bracket. You ain't gotta actually say your age, but what's your age bracket?
While we wait for that, I think that's a discussion.
Correct.
Because they're not looking for the same thing. Like, you'll see a kid be like, this is fire, that's crazy. And you listen to it, and it's just a vibe with a guy harmonizing. And this kid feeling it like this is the realest thing he ever heard. Like, this is the realest shit I ever heard. Like, it's Tupac.
Yep.
They'll keep playing it over and over. And it's like, yo, what is it about that song? But it's not, because you're like, he's not saying nothing. He's repeating the same thing over and over.
I told you what it
but
is.
they got that vibe
about this generation, like, cause when you go to barbershops, you hear the music they
Moving
play,
in the building.
and you hear the music they playing. I be like, yo, my barber who in our age bracket, you know what he told me?
What?
You make me think too much. he said
Real shit.
You know what?
Real
You know what, though? I'm going to say something real.
He
I
said he
listen
comes
to
to 40.
I listen to
Okay.
Spanish music for that reason.
What?
They be thinking I'm crazy. Like, the whole family is Dominican. I'm not. I'm black.
Right.
But I play reggaeton all the time. If you see me in my backyard, it's gonna be reggaeton on.
Yep.
It's gonna be Alejandro, Raul Alejandro and Becky G and all this stuff. All this because
get
I
away
don't
with
have
this,
to
man.
You
think
don't have to
about
think
it.
about it. You're just going
The
with vibe.
vibe is dope.
Yeah.
They be telling me they be saying the most vile. The stuff they saying is
But
bad,
here's the
vulgar.
thing. Here's the thing.
But I don't know what they saying.
Here's the thing that see what he said. Like, see, as lyricists, see, we're trying to prove that we're lyricists and we could whatever, and we can rock a beat. But what it is that they want to do, like I said, they want to go to a club. They don't want to be thinking about bars when they're in a club or when they do a hookah. So when they do a hookah, Future he might be the greatest right now.
And half of the rhyme, the mode they getting is he's rapping about being high.
What up, Jamarian? What up? What up?
So yeah, go ahead.
So that's what because when I be talking to, I'm like, y'all my age bracket. I'm like, what do you mean you don't like? I make you think. Like I'm even when I'm dumbing it down some, they say you making me think. I don't want to be thinking. Like I want to be like most people are high off of weed. Like today is 420. I bet you a lot of people are high right now.
Yeah, you're watching this.
So a lot of people is under some form of influence, so they really don't want to be sitting there thinking about no bars or none of that. They want to be actually in a party mood, and that's something that Future does present. Him and Travis Scott, they do present that kind of that mindset that you just like, you know what? I just want to be spaced out. Even Drake, I just want to be spaced out. You just
And
think,
when I'm in the club, I don't want to all that either. I don't want to all like if I'm we out drinking, I just throw some 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But remember, we came from the era when we could dance. We used to dance the Shook Ones.
Yeah.
It ain't like we was listening to what we could sing. See, I think it's a conditioning because we used to sing the songs in the club dancing to I can feel it inside.
Yeah.
And we used to have a good time.
You would start
energy.
rapping. You would start. You'd be like, yo.
And
Yeah.
so see, they don't
Another
do that
notch under
anymore.
the belt. It's the queen. Like you know what I'm saying? You see chicks over there doing it, but they grew up on it, and that song came out, and that song was repeated on them, so enough that they got it. I bet you if they went back and started putting lyrics back on the radio, after a while, that would be the vibe.
You know what?
Yeah, you're right. We have ventured into a lot of fiend culture music.
That's a fact.
Me and you like Math Harper
Podcast.
My expert opinion. You know what he said? I was gonna send it to you because I knew you was gonna love this. I know you was gonna love it. I was gonna send it because we had this conversation. He said, you know what's different about this generation that they don't have no more? And Saran, Saran,
yep.
talk about too. He said the same thing we said. There's no more showcases.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more open mics. There's no more people standing in line. No more ciphers. No more battle and stuff. He said that's what's different from this music era and our music era because you had to prove yourself before you got on the stage. You had to prove yourself
to the crowd
before anybody even put you on a track.
To what was expected too. You had to get up there and be what they expected a rapper to be. Now they expect the rapper to be different.
Jameer says by popular demand, if everyone cares about substance, but that beat was fire.
That's also too. People is into just. I ain't gonna lie. If your beat's banging, you got my attention. Then I'm hearing what you said, huh?
Beat is half the song.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about Dead Prayers. That beat is one of the coldest beats.
What, bigger than hip hop?
That beat is one of the coldest beats I ever heard. Like,
for those who don't know,
that beat is
for
crazy.
those who don't know what beat that was, it opened up the Chappelle Show back in the early 2000s. That was that beat.
Well, if they don't know that, they ain't gonna know that either.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Who? What?
But no, I did a beat from the Chappelle Show. In the beginning of the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, true story.
What did he say? This is the Fiend verse traditional like JID.
JID's dope.
Who's JID?
It's a rapper that one of my coworkers put me on. She's 24 years old. Yo, JID is fire, dog.
That's why we don't have to, but it would behoove us to try to tap in with some of these younger artists when they don't lock in. Like when we get older, we tend to lock in. Like a lot of us, not me per se, but a lot of us, people I know, like in our age bracket, they locked in. Their last like new album was like at best Get Rich or Drive Trying. You know what I'm saying? Like their last new albums was that 50 Cent era. Like they not really past. You know what I'm saying? Like we still bought rap, but a lot of people, like on Sunday, like when WBRU is on, like when they playing the classics and stuff.
Yep.
It's only gonna go certain. It's not going too far.
Yeah, you're gonna
It's
have a
not going
cap.
too
As a
far.
cap. Yep.
It's gonna have.
Hey,
a cap.
Courtney, what we're talking about, it started off as an article saying that Future was the greatest rapper alive in, I think, Esquire, you said, magazine? Or the
GQ.
GQ? All right, GQ. So, yeah, she wants to know what he was talking about.
We're talking about them anointing Future to be the best rapper alive. And so the thing is, best rapper alive is almost, it's kind of subjective, but it's not if you hold true to what rap is. Like, you got to think, even if we were saying rap is what the Treacherous 3 and the Funky 4 and Furious 5 was doing, that's still considered what rap is. Even though their flow was weird or not weird, different or whatever, we still doing what Treacherous 3 and Kool Moe D and them was doing back in the 80s.
Not quite, because Russell
She
Simmons.
said that's ludicrous. What's ludicrous, Courtney?
Russell Simmons said something. I maybe was it on the show soundtrack? It was a soundtrack. It was a cassette I had. And Russell Simmons, I remember him saying something that struck me. And this was dead in the middle of the 90s. When he was talking about nobody's keeping it real. In the 90s, when we thought it was the golden era, he goes, if you want to keep rap real and pure, you just have loud drums banging loud and you rap over that. And I was like, wow.
No,
So,
well,
you know what I mean? So it's I totally
he's talking
disagree with him.
about no, but I get what he's talking. He's talking about sonically, boom bap. If you just kept it like it was, I understand that. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about the music. I'm talking about the actual vocal, the lyrical. Mm-hmm. You sit down with a pen and paper and write it, and you say it. You have a rhyme on the end, stanzas. You have the bars are written a certain way. That's what rap is. Technically, Future's doing that. Mm-hmm. Everybody that we saying is not a rapper is doing that, but the end of the day, like, we still revere the best rappers who can elevate those words and make you think something and also make you feel something, right? And maybe that's what people think Future's making them do.
I think that's what culture purists look for. I think that's what hip hop purists look for. Rap fans do not. You gonna say something there?
But some rap fans, everybody's not a rap fan. Some people are just music fans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So exactly. Yeah. Remember, rap is something you, hip hop is something else. I'm trying to go off that vibe. But in a sense, I had a conversation the other night with Jay Lou. Jay Lou's 20 years old, and he explained. Matter of fact, I told him I need him on an episode of Clash, and he said he wants to come on.
Hey, Kenny Black, that promo budget and marketing budget, that's something that they don't even talk about no more. That's old school.
So what he was saying, he goes, you got to realize, like, you know, people our age came up off of this, were influenced by this, music, this rapper, and made this. So
Your
he's like someone
crazy.
who's 20 years old. He said when he was young and influenced, he goes, guess what people his age came up off of? The years when T-Pain ran the game. You know, and things like that.
And a person like that, it's hard to have a conversation about what we revere as real rap.
That's my point, because they're born of different stew. You get what I'm saying?
But a lot of them want to learn too, though, because even
And
when they might have
he's one
been
of
born with that, they'll go back. Like when I had them youngins here, I had Trey and them here. Them youngins was talking about people from our era saying that they was great and this and that and the third. And them kids is in their 20s.
But they
And
rappers.
I get
They're
you.
lyricists.
Yes.
And that's why I'm agreeing with that, because Jay Lou, he knows his history.
Right.
He's that dude who could tell you about Run DMC and all that. Like, shout out to Jay Lou if he's watching. But also, he's like, you got to realize, like, I'm of this age. Here's when you're of your formative years coming up. That is what's going to shape you. Like me, I love Sam Cooke and Jackie Robinson. My parents made bang that shit my whole childhood. I love that stuff. Do I sound like them? No. When I came along, I was.
They influenced you, though.
Oh yes, so they did influence me. But would you say I drop a Jackie Wilson track? People from that era be like, you don't sound like Jackie Wilson. You don't sound like Candy Staten.
Well, but think about it. A lot of these samples are them. And it hits our ears and we're like, oh, that's the sound of their nature. That's. So a lot of the sped up samples Kanye was doing, he was taking the soul that we was used to at barbecues, picnics, and cookouts and all this, and all the little singing, the samples, and all of that is from them.
And know what they're doing now?
And we love
they're
it.
sampling shit from our day.
But you know what? I want to piggyback on what son Challz said.
What do you say?
He said something, but here's the thing when it comes to music. You're right, it is in a time, but it's also society. Society and music go hand in hand if you think about it.
Yes.
So like when you listen to the song like The Message, and I'm not talking about Nas, I'm talking about the actual message. Feel like a jungle sometimes. Make me wonder.
One of the greatest songs in history. Might be the
And
greatest
he
song.
said,
Oh, we gotta do that tonight.
It
We
might
said-
be
we
the
said we
greatest
gonna do
song.
the album,
Well, we
the
said
best
we're going to
album.
do underrated MC.
He said that hip hop itself is a big ass cultural appropriation itself. He said hip hop has himself.
I was in New York.
He
when
Are
they
you
was
was
talking
like-
about
Grandmaster
Melly
Flash.
Mel?
Yeah. He said himself on a Vlad TV interview
I watched
that
it.
rap cannot talk about cultural appropriation when rap itself is a big cultural appropriation of everything because it's a
And not
patchwork.
even a corporate
So I was
appropriation.
like,
It's
oh,
a melting
shit, like-
pot. He's right because
I was like,
he
really?
said we took from everything.
Yeah.
He said every type of sound we sampled it and used it, rapped over it. We
Yeah.
said we can never say somebody's appropriating our culture.
Yeah, yeah.
When our culture was built off rock, samba,
Yeah.
Jamaican music,
You see
everything.
what his cousin just said? David from the Bible had some of the best lyrics of all time. Psalms. If you look at Psalms, it's actually in a living form. In the Bible, y'all know read it. I read it.
I don't know much about the
I read
Bible.
it,
Jamarian,
so-
that's what's up, though,
So what I
Jamarian.
was saying is this: if you look at, one of the things we have to put in perspective. That's why I always try to put in perspective is that song came out and it was talking about the time of what was going on at that time. Then when you bring Nas's message, he's speaking about the time that comes of the time we was coming up in the '90s, the boot camps and everything. And then when you look at right now, who's the message of this age? Who's the message of this time?
The messenger?
The message. If somebody was, you would have to say Kendrick Lamar. That's why people anticipate in his album because they like, you know what? I want to hear what this messenger have to say because he presents a message.
Right.
It has to. It plays and play with society because like when he did his last album, Damn, he was talking about society situations.
Yep.
And that's why people gravitated to that album. And it's always going to be like that when it comes to music, because that's what music was actually stemmed from. Like, most people were speaking from a point of oppression. They was just like, I feel like I'm feeling oppressed, so I'm going to speak out from what's going on. Like, most people was feeling fatherless, so what they were speaking about, not having a father, and hip-hop being what? My father. So that's why when it comes to music, you have some people that will sit up there and say, you know what, I do listen to it to get away. And I even said that music is a form of drug for some people because they use that as a way to escape. Because I used to use it as me being close to, in my 40s or close to 50s. But when I was younger, that's how I used music, as a drug to get away, to escape my actual reality. And that's why I started rapping, was to speak on a reality that I was actually living, of a fantasy that I actually wanted to be in.
Yo, let me say something before we go any further. If you like the program, share the program. Make sure y'all share the program so we can get all the views that we need. Hit that share button.
Just hit the share button. It's easy.
And stop commenting to me on my phone and comment in the comment section. I'm addressing people. They comment. Somebody was like, I know your boy next to you. I'm like,
oh, hey, what up?
Precious, shout you out. You're about to get licked on that beat. I swear. I sit there on beat. I'm about to eat.
So I think that we, so like what you said about Melly Mel, who is probably one of the most like arrogant rappers you've ever seen in your life, but because he still feel like he can beat anybody in rap, which he's supposed to. He's supposed to feel like that. I feel like what we still are at a conundrum where I'm never going to let it go of what I was raised in. I was raised in the middle of that creative boom bap, New York, every being rock him. I'm never ever
keep that thought.
I'm never yielding to that.
Look what his cousin just said. See, look at the two artists he just said. I agree with the escaping music, Kanye and Kid Cudi. You see what I mean?
I don't see that. Hold on.
It's the last on the bottom.
Yes, Dante, agree with the escape in music, Kanye and Kid Cudi.
You see what you was about to say?
What?
What you was grew up on? That's who he grew up on. Kid Cudi and Kanye. Mm-hmm. And that's what I just wanted you to, because he's about to agree with you with what you're saying.
That's why I think I try to get across all the time. I think we all, not meaning just us, the world, you only can talk intelligently from your perspective. But you have to look at someone else's too. Like, I understand someone who's 15 is never going to see my
Challz.
You know what I mean? So I saw a dope quote today that said,
we talking about, hold on, I'm sorry. Challz, we talking about Future being named the best rapper alive by GQ magazine. He's on the cover. Go ahead, Flizz.
So the quote was,
you gotta go back to
if you can't evolve, if you can't evolve the world, then you're doomed to become obsolete.
That's
and I was
fact.
like, good Lord. I was like, that's profound. So, I was like, yo, so the thing is, and like I was telling you before, when I went and got my marketing degree, they teach you the world stops talking to you once you reach 35. Because they figure you're turning 40. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, I love
you
the
smoking, man. Right, all right? So
Kenny Black said it's sad because you don't get bridges anymore. The correct type of remix, the basic music 101, and that's the beauty and the beast of evolution, has its pros and cons. And this is exactly what our parents said to us. They don't understand our music, LMAO.
What would you say, Challz, when you was talking about you grew up?
Yeah. On the crime side, the New York Times side.
I do like creativeness and Beat Street. That turned me on to hip hop.
He said top deadbeat dads all day.
And then Shicey L said GQ smoking meth. And then Chubb said top deadbeat dads all day. Hey, it is what it is.
What does that mean?
So he's because Future got all them kids.
Oh, got you. I was like, what does that mean, the deadbeat dad thing?
You said.
So this is how I feel about it, right? So we always had this conversation. Like, we always talk about the sound elevates and it evolves, and I've always known that. And I'm going to tell you why my solution to that, and it's going to sound weird. You're going to be like, what do you mean like that? I try to make stuff that nobody's making, so it's never dated. And therefore, my stuff don't be fitting in with stuff of any era, because it sounds, you could tell the boom bap in it, but when I got on like making keyboard beats back in the 90s, like my Mugkid stuff never sounded like what was being done at the time. You could tell we were spitters, but the beats, I always try to make them futuristic. And to this day, we get a lot of freaking love overseas. Like I'm not even exaggerating. I got 2 records over there that I'm holding on to because all the rest of them gone and they sell for $100 a record. These are singles. I can sell my last 2 records literally right now for $100 a record overseas. Now the problem is that doesn't translate to other people who are looking for what they're looking for at the time. Like only people that respect that stuff that sounds futuristic but it's boom bap or whatever are people overseas. The people over here want to hear what's popping right now.
There's a debate in the log. There's a debate in the thing.
So if it don't sound like right now, get up out of here. You wash. Get out of here, old man. Whatever. Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's how they feel, man.
And R.I.P. to DJ K Slay, Drama King. Shout out K Slay. K Slay just passed away at 55. The Drama King. He passed away of COVID complications. Shout out to that man. He did a lot. He just did that. He brought back that 100 MCs. He did 50 MCs and did 100 MCs.
I think he did 150 or something.
No, he only did 100. He only did
100.
100. He probably was planning on 150, but then he got sick. I want to say, man, that's the type of guy that's never going to ever. We needed that. We needed that. I sat here and watched that 100. If you ain't watch it, go watch it. You can watch it in doses. It's like 40 minutes long. I sat there and watched it with Dante.
Yeah,
and you know what, Dante's a rapper because he listened to every single rapper that came on next. They only had like 8 bars, 10 bars.
I was listening.
This guy was listening to every rapper, like everywhere. He's like, oh, I could have did. He judged every single verse on the spot, and that's what I'm talking about. Never quit, bro, because we never changed the actual.
You heard that, Joy?
Criteria of what an MC is, and if we ever do that, then we failed, and these kids gonna mess this thing up bad.
What did you think you would have did on that?
I just think I'm dope. I mean, you can't ask me that.
So any real rapper though, imagine one of these kids, he hit him up and they jumped on that. Well, how crazy it would sound. It'd be auto-tuned. So what I'm saying is and nothing against auto-tune. I know it sounds like I'm an auto-tune hater, but
look at even the comments that on Kenny Black and Lionel and Von and all them. They're having a debate because Shiesty was like, Nas is the greatest rapper alive. There's a debate on it. It's always going to be a debate on, you know what I mean?
I'm going to be honest with you. I've said this.
He said it key, though. He said criteria,
years.
though.
I'm saying this for 15, 20 years. Lyrically, Nas is the best lyricist in hip-hop ever. You're going to be very hard. You're going to be, listen to what I just said to you. Nas is the best lyricist in hip-hop ever. You're going to have people that say whatever. Now, he lost on other issues with Jay-Z, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He beat him with Ether, but a lot of other stuff he lost on. Now,
somebody said Nas is like 4 for 12 with albums. Y'all in denial. Oh,
y'all wild in the comments. I ain't even read what
they're having a whole debate in the comment section about it.
Yo, go get him. Go get him. Hey, get him. Challz, turn up your live now before you strip a light.
See, now, so Jadakiss says he thinks Jadakiss the best lyrics. What you just said, he said he disagrees. He thinks Jadakiss is.
See, but
that's too much stuff.
But at the end of the day, though, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Rap as a whole, for people that really know what it is, it's a spectrum of agreement, right? Even though one person may say Jadakiss is the best rapper or whatever, overall, if you put 50 guys in a room that really with this, they're not gonna co-sign that. I'm just gonna be honest.
They're not gonna co-sign what?
They're not gonna co-sign that Jadakiss is the best lyricist ever. You will get more say Nas. You'll get more say. As a matter of fact, if you said name your top 5, very few of them gonna put Jada in their top 5.
I don't know about that.
I'm putting Jada in my top 5.
In your top 5. So name your top 5.
I'm not 100%.
Oh, you're right. I can't.
If you put Jada, you know how many people you're knocking out of history?
No, I told you my top 5. I'm never changing it. Scarface, Ice Cube, Tupac, Nas, and Jay-Z.
I'm just saying golden era rappers. And what did you say?
Those are going to be my top 5.
I remember, but I'll just tell you, I know Busta Rhymes and Big Pun are always going to be in my tops.
That's fine, but I think you did have Jada in there.
Not Jadakiss. I didn't put Jadakiss in my top 5.
Not Jada.
Courtney, who you says definitely not the best? Yo, Coochie rap's nice. Hey, Challz, you know what topic we addressing? hold up. Before we get to that top
We
25,
want
I pay
to.
Howard some other these
Ah,
shows.
you
I
got-
need y'all to share the video.
you gotta address that Gigi.
Someone
joint.
said, Vaughn
Please.
said Hov is his favorite rapper though of all
It ain't
time.
gotta be long.
That
What
he-
Gigi think?
See, there's the debates
Envy's
like
wife.
that. The
Oh,
debates like that, you gotta respect everybody because it's not like people are naming some outlandish shit that's ridiculous. No one said mystical.
Yo,
You know what I
Lionel
mean?
said J would be trash. Come on.
Slow down, L. So listen, last week I put up. We did 2 different debates on the 100 groups, and I put that up. Actually, we did before that. We did solo. We did the list. Last week we did the groups
Yep.
list. I put 100 groups. Soon as I hit send, do you know what I heard? Now I will admit the MOP was left off on accident, and I ended up putting KMD there because there was nothing there, so I put KMD in over MOP. That was an accident.
You
Yeah,
put
that
a
was
bunch
funny.
of dudes I didn't even know. I didn't even see the names in there, so that was.
But soon as I hit send, mad dudes found somebody on that list that wasn't posted, that they didn't see on that list.
Migos belong on there. I don't care what anybody say.
Oh,
And
A lot of people was like
Migos.
Migos.
Migos belong
A
on
lot
that
of people was
list.
like Migos disqualified
Top-
your entire list.
What? Yeah.
A lot of people say Migos and
on
disqualified
what
your list.
grounds?
Out of the top 100 hip hop list of all time groups,
Migos. is up
Migos has
They
to be
has
out
to
there.
be there.
Even if you don't like them, Migos have to be there. Period. I mean, come on.
It's about what the work they put in and what they've done.
Oh, look at Jamarian said me mystical lit though. But yo, come on now.
I
Come on,
just like
Jamarian.
that
You know
song.
what I'm saying?
I like that song.
We need to bring
Danger.
Shiesty on there.
Danger. Oh, he's coming on my
I
platform.
didn't even like
Sunday.
that song.
I mean Saturday.
We need to bring Shiesty on. Well, then you'll join them. But we need to bring him on.
He's
Come
coming.
on.
He's coming
Yeah.
Saturday.
And we need to bring him on the Rhode Island Roundtable too.
He's
Nah,
come. I just
I'm
told you he's
not-
coming
I'm not-
Saturday.
Yo,
What
Jamarian, I'm not with
What's
mystical.
that platform?
That's Don't Be Emotional. He coming.
Trying to line on all
We need
better
to-
than
we need to
Streets
do
Disciple,
another Rhode Island
niggas.
Roundtable.
Get that out of here. So I love that. I love the debate that
See,
y'all are
I
having.
don't know. Migos belong on the list. Hold up, yo, dude, you gotta address that. I didn't get to watch, so I want to hear you say
Migos sold out.
that Gia thing.
What?
Did you see what Envy's wife said?
All right, before we so
I
we're
have
gonna,
not, no.
we gonna leave it alone. I think most of us agree that Future is not the best rapper alive. That's crazy. Y'all funny, y'all funny in the comments, bro. So listen,
Tiger's all right.
listen.
I like Tiger.
That's what we should do. We
I
should
like
do
A
a best commercial rapper list, like Tiger, like yo.
Commercial?
that.
He's not commercial.
Tiger's big commercial.
But a lot of them people on that list would be commercial.
No, we need to do all like no Nas. No, we need to do.
I think most rappers today are like all the underground dudes is gonna be the G levels. You know what I mean?
Shicey says,
Peace.
please
Peace,
get
man.
dropped.
Yo,
Good luck.
Jamarian, you missed the 3-on-3 today. This shit was lit. We had some young boy take over the game and went KD on the game and scored like the last 8 points. Whack. But hey,
Are you
next
in
time
that
you gotta be
Providence
there.
group? Are you in that Providence Facebook group about basketball in Providence?
No, not at all.
They go crazy in there. I'm gonna add you to that group. It's so crazy. Like they be talking about all the old people that used to hoop and all the new people that hoop. Like it's like they get it's like battle rap.
Yep.
These guys get so mad and then they meet up and they play over there by I think on the south side. I don't know. I think it's
In South Prof?
I'll put you in the group.
Yeah.
If they still going hard like they used to, like a year ago, that group gets messy.
Yep.
It get real messy. And I'm like, Flizz, y'all probably know all the guys in there, but
Probably, yeah.
it get real messy.
So
So
the real ballers, you couldn't even if you didn't know how to ball, you couldn't make it a certain course like the
Yeah.
Cranston court. There was even some backdoor course that people didn't know about that real heavy hitters knew about that you couldn't play, you couldn't go there. That's how I knew about them.
Yo,
joints.
Jeff Stevens wants you to explain your Drake's make good album but overrated statement, Charles.
I said that on what did I say that on? I'm trying to remember. I know I said it, but what was it on?
We was on Clash 2
No,
weeks
no,
ago.
no, no, no. He made a list. Remember
I
you
think
said
I
that?
wrote
No, it was on your
Oh
list.
yeah, on Facebook
Your
you
list,
did.
your
You
Facebook
wrote a
list.
list of underrated rapper, overrated, you know, all these
No.
categories. Yeah.
It was my
Your personal categories.
favorites, and then I put Drake as
Good album.
makes good albums. Drake. No, I put most overrated. Right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you did something.
I said most overrated Drake,
What makes good albums?
and then I put makes good albums Drake. So you want to explain that? I don't know if
I
everybody
get
want to
it.
hear that.
That's one of the things where two things could be true.
I told him, see, that's why I said that's how he thinks.
For real, like there's hardly any discussion that's
Courtney
one
said,
way,
don't make fun of me.
unless it's a fact. You can prove 4 + 4 = 8, but if it's all opinion based, nothing is really true. Let's be honest.
Doobie said Drake is for lovers.
He could address that. Drake, please, could you hit that G?
All right, guys. So
Yo,
listen,
hey,
we're gonna
Courtney, this is for you.
move it along because we're gonna address this topic, man. I find it funny, right?
Unbelievable.
DJ Envy of the Breakfast Club. We're gonna address this, right?
That's right.
There's a lot of context with this, but I'm gonna give you the beginning, and then we're gonna go from there. And I know some females in here that can comment, and some guys that can comment. Fellas, if you had a wife that you was with from high school, and for 10 years she was faking that she was having an orgasm with you.
Oh
Shit.
10 years.
Not
listen,
a month.
10 years.
Not 2 months. 10 years. And the only way you found out that she was faking with you, because y'all was having sex one day, and then she was just like, this ain't it. And you like, huh? And y'all stop and start arguing. And then she like, huh?
That's what
They
happened
stopped.
during
They
this.
stopped. And he was like, what you mean? What you talking about? And she's like, you don't never, she said, I never have an orgasm with you. He said, I hear you every time. I hear you. And she was like, you hear me, but that's not what you think you hear me. I'm faking that. You've never ever once made me have an orgasm.
So how many times did she cheat on?
He cheated on her, but go ahead.
But he cheated on her after that.
That's why. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, Chelsea
That
got caught
hurt his ego.
He got caught cheating with Erica Mena. I don't know if y'all know Erica
Yeah, I
Mena.
know. Yeah.
From Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I knew he cheated on her.
He was beating Erica Mena. Now, a lot of people started clowning Envy, like, your tongue game is whack, da da da. And it is crazy. It's like, yo, you gotta be mad selfish to not know.
Yo, Shiesty, don't bring that.
That's what I'm saying.
Saturday.
Kenny Black said she's lying. If she's also lying about this, she's lying about other things. What Shiesty say? Envy wife went to school and took the Jada Pinkett course on Goofy Wild. And you know what's crazy? People starting to say that. They putting her in that bracket. This chick is mad intelligent, well spoken. But I'm like,
why is this
what
story
chick
coming
gonna go
out now?
10 years? Because they wrote a book.
Okay.
So he let it come out.
Hey, I don't know what
Courtney,
female
listen.
people are dealing with.
Courtney, listen.
Yeah, Courtney, talk that
This is the thing. It ain't about guys, though. What girl gonna go 10 years without getting one off is the real question.
Yeah.
Why you not gonna say, oh, slow down, baby, do it this way. Oh, let's turn me around, like, try to do this. Oh, move your tongue like that. Why you not gonna groom them? Every guy.
Yo, read what my young boy said. That is the truth.
That's not a young boy. I think close to 40.
No, he's young. I'm talking about Doobies.
Oh, I thought he said he was close
I
to
thought he
40.
said he was damn near
Yeah, he
40.
said he was
No,
close
that's
to
Kenny
40.
Black.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Y'all pay
Doobie
attention.
said, if it's flowing like a river and hard to push through the water, Karen, you're fine.
That's a young boy saying that.
No, but listen. Girls gonna fake it. They gotta go to work in the morning, whatever it is.
She said, how about get off me, Courtney?
Girls gonna fake it sooner or later. Every now and then it's gonna happen. But they're not gonna fake that for no 10 years.
Right.
Unless they don't want to lose what they got. Right?
The lifestyle?
The lifestyle. This guy is rich. Like, I don't know if you know how many cars this guy got.
I know he's rich, yeah.
Man, shit, he buy homes every damn week because he flip houses. This guy got money. He's a provider. So you went 10 years. DJ Envy was in high school DJing. They said his parents bought him a van so he can go
his
around.
parents was his father was a police officer,
Right.
so they came from money. It wasn't like he was broke.
So you wasn't dealing with it. So I'm like, yo, you ain't want that man to leave. Because I don't know no girl that's not going to groom you and teach you how to
Kenny
do
Black
what they
said
got to
correction.
do.
She said 21 years.
She said 21 years.
That's
You
what
sure?
Kenny Black said correction. She said 21 years.
Nah, they said 10. It can't have been no 21. He laughed. He put LOL.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say I don't know.
10 years is
I'm learning
ridiculous.
about this now.
You know how far along she's like, and then so I watched the interview yesterday, and Mary was watching. She got irritated with them, but she was like, you know, after a while, how do you stop this beast that you started? What are you talking about? What you mean? She's like, his wife, Gaia was saying, how do you stop this beast? You created this monster that it's bigger now, and you don't know how to stop it, so you just keep going with it. So you gonna
Also,
go,
basically, she was saying that it sounded like she was saying that he always wanted it, and she didn't want it.
No, she's saying that
the problem itself.
the problem that
This
he's
is the
not
problem,
making her.
yeah.
He's not making her.
She didn't cut
orgasm.
that out earlier. She's
And
saying,
she
but
let it go
now
too
she
far.
let it. Yeah.
Now she don't know how to stop it.
She
You know-
don't know how to make it better.
Yeah.
Yo,
They-
how that? Yo, real talk. How you go 10 years without? That is, I think she's capping. Cap.
That could
I'm
be
calling
it.
cap. I think they trying to sell a book.
They trying to sell a
I
book.
think they trying to sell a book. Yo. Everybody in here is not a virgin. There's no 10 years. People will break up with you in
Kenny
2
Black
months.
said pull it up. He believes it's 21 years. Now I watched the whole interview, but end of the day, right? I blame her. I'm saying she's a liar.
Yeah, I think she's lying.
Not that it wasn't happening, but if you did it, imagine what you're doing to that guy's ego. You trying to stroke his ego and make him feel
I
like
would have
whatever.
went and did other women.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So once she told him that, you know how he feeling? Because you gotta think they was virgins.
Together.
They was virgins together. So the first 10 years, all he knows what you tell him.
Right.
So everybody laughing at him, but I'm like, dog, everybody was taught by somebody else. If you didn't have X amount of girls telling you whatever they told you, oh, do this, slow down, that's how you learn, by having more partners. He had one partner who was lying to him. So who the victim? You know what I'm saying? He had one female partner for the first 10 years of his life, of sexual life.
Really?
That's all he had was her.
He never cheated on her in the beginning?
Not in them 10 years. He cheated on her after that.
It is 10 years, Kenny Black. I looked it up. It wasn't 20
Wow.
years.
So imagine 10 years and this girl telling you hitting it. You killing it.
Well, how would she know?
That's what I'm saying. But she's telling him, but he don't know. She's telling him, I'm coming. Right? And he's sitting there, all he got is her to tell him. He didn't have multiple partners. So what's he going to do? My thing is, in the future, I'm going to be thinking, like, even if we get past that and we whatever, I'm going to be like,
Yo,
No,
what
I,
do I not-
so,
I don't
Craig,
know.
you
so
are
let me get this.
stupid.
Let me get this straight. So he was with this chick from high school. That was the chick he lost his virginity to, and he stayed with her and never been with nobody else for all that time.
All that time.
I understand why he didn't know why he was making
How
that
could he?
now.
He got with a
he-
virgin at the same time.
He doesn't. No, he didn't know. Cause I'll tell you, I know when I lost my virginity. I'm saying,
Uh-oh.
no, I'm telling you, I didn't know
Story
that.
time. Story
but
time with Flizz.
She trained me. She's like, she didn't let me go. She was like, here's what you do. She used to say, all right, if you find something you see I'm liking, don't stop doing that shit. That's what, like, all right.
That's training.
All right, yeah,
That's
so she
grooming
trained
you.
me. All right, so I think maybe she's right. She shut up. She let it go. She probably like, all right, we're virgin, let it go. And after 10 years, a woman evolves every like few years.
Kenny, he wasn't
She probably
faithful
got
in
to
time
like,
marriage.
fuck
He
this.
cheated on her. But that was after that. He cheated on her years after that little situation. But go ahead.
Yeah, because his ego got flamed up. Like, I ain't got to front out. If I'm rich and powerful, don't fuck with my ego because I'm cheating. Only kidding, babe, if you're watching. Just joke. Here's the honest part of it.
Please.
My ego, if you're a powerful man and you have stuff and you're just rich and
I don't
powerful.
care if I'm not powerful.
It's
You
like-
say something like that to me, I'm going to go prove your point.
No,
That's
I
what
get
you
that.
gonna do.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm going out to figure it out. Like, oh,
Imagine if you had girls like tripping over you that you have to beat them off all the time. That shit got to be a hard lifestyle to be beating fine women
Yo,
off all the time.
You're not listening. Okay, listen. Here, let me paint you
But
a
not to
picture.
change the subject.
Paint the picture. I meet you.
He said got the right to you. Go ahead.
I give you this lifestyle. Everything. The cars you drive and the clothes you're wearing.
Yep.
Faithful to you.
Yep.
I'm thinking I'm doing something. And my mind is on you.
Yep.
You can relate to this because you're the type of person like this. And then you tell me.
So I'm looking at that joint. Is it curving?
What?
Go ahead.
And you, the chair?
Yeah, I'm like, let me sit in that shit. Like, just pull it over. Just pull it over.
I sit on the edge. I know I'm heavy. Like
No, you good. It's just both of y'all in the middle. It's like the middle of something.
Got you.
Go ahead.
And you say to me, during the act, I'm thinking I'm with Gucci. Everything's good.
You
Tell
could at
me-
least let me get my shit
Tell
off.
me if you want to go home with me. Tell me.
And that's the thing. He thinking that is Gucci.
Yeah, and then you hit me during. You know what? I don't
This ain't
feel
it,
this no
Chief.
more.
And I never did.
And you a DJ, you play that record back. Rewind selector.
Straight up.
Like,
that would tear
what
me
you say?
up. That would tear me up.
That's for Dante.
What?
What'd you say, Court? Oh, I'm buying car. Oh, you buying cars, Dante.
She said, "Oh, you buying? What do you mean buying cars?"
About, I guess, DJ Envy.
No, he was. You know, he was supporting his wife. You know, he was getting her stuff and everything.
Yeah.
If you that type, think you're a virgin. This girl pop your cherry, bust you wide open, and you don't think he was all over on this chick?
Devil's advocate.
How you mad at her if you? Yeah, he said, go ahead.
He was the sole provider and gave her everything.
That's what I just said.
She wanted, and all she had to do was please him. By pleasing him was making him think he was killing it. Didn't she do her job?
She did her job until she didn't, and told him he wasn't.
That's why I was painting the picture.
When she got mad.
So when she told him, do you know the recollection in your mind? You like
all them times on the boat. Or the helicopter, that time in the car, all of them was fake.
And you know what?
All of them was
fake. You know what else you thinking? How you know if I'm your only person?
Yeah.
Did you deal with somebody else? Like,
I think she got a magic wand in the drawer.
No.
And when he done, she get the magic wand out.
Nah, I don't.
I'm telling you.
Boom.
I think there's a magic wand in the drawer. Or while he's doing it, she put the magic wand. But he just not getting it done. But she ain't going no 10 years without something.
That's my point of why you ain't see. Nah, when you say 10 years, and you know women get hit on all the time. You can be ugly.
Doobie said we wrong. She supported him before he supported her. Y'all wrong.
I don't know the case like that.
Nah, this dude came from a wealthy family, homeboy. What are you talking about?
Maybe when he was trying to be a DJ, he didn't have.
But again, his father was a cop, and he's like, I think he's
the
only kid.
I get it.
Yeah, when you're the only kid, you get everything.
They was in a good neighborhood.
So again, you got so much go. I'm talking as a man. That didn't even happen to me, and I'm thinking like, dang, if my wife told me 10 years I wasn't pleasing her.
You know what's crazy too though? There are checks you can do. Now I'm getting a little like whatever, but there are checks you can do to make sure that really happened, right? So they can fake it and do all that, whatever. But there are checks you can do that he could have done to make sure. So like if a chick just had an orgasm, right?
Yeah.
You put your fingers in there like that real quick, they ain't gonna be able to take that.
True.
Am I bugging?
Well,
if
you
touch it,
I know what he's talking about.
If you touch it again, right when it's da-da-da, they gonna go nuts.
If you don't let the woman,
they gonna have to put a hell of a performance on.
You know where you're wrong.
Why?
No, you're right, but you know where you're wrong.
Why?
He don't know that experience. So
that's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't know how to do
at some point. But you know, too.
I know what you're saying.
If he's selfish though, it would have been mad easy to fake him out. Because if you selfish, you think about your own.
Yeah, something ain't right about that whole situation.
You think about your own. I think that he might have just been mad, like selfish and quick. So she just faked it. So all right, he just want to get off.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
He just want to get it off anyway. He ain't really worried about pleasing me anyway. So he probably mad selfish, get it off real quick. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like,
well, I'm gonna ask this question to everybody in the chat and y'all too, because I don't know how it feels to be with somebody for 21 years. Remember the conversation we was having the other day was, you're with somebody longer than you actually been with yourself.
Right.
So it's like, how do you like?
You know what it is? Because that thing breaks down in sections. Because we got sections of me and my wife been together 25 years. We got sections of our marriage. That's a section of that we don't even. It's boxed, and it don't match up with this or this. Like it just has its own 5 years of. Remember we lived in such and such house over there. Like we had a house in Pawtucket. We lived in it for 4 years. It's in a box, like. It's a bad box. We hated that place and and we got out of there. We don't even look back to that place.
Right.
We remember the memories, but it don't change what happened after or before. So we put shit in sections.
But see, in y'all situation, like I said, what I love about y'all relationship, y'all do things like y'all are dating, like y'all like a high school couple.
Yeah, we're different though. Weird. It's weird.
Y'all everywhere, like y'all doing different things and y'all enjoying each other's company.
A lot of comments.
Yeah, they're all talking about like and. Dude is saying that watch the Breakfast Club because he said she was wealthy before him.
So Kenny Black said, well, Doobie's guessing. He said she cheated on him. He's guessing though, because she said she never cheated on him. Kenny Black said, but who is at fault? Her people. He cheated, so she told him the truth. She did support him though.
Hold on, did the cheating come after or before?
From what it sounded like, the cheating was after.
Okay. I'm sure there's a chance I would have cheated too. You told me something
Listen
like that.
to Breakfast Club. He talks about it. She was a wealthy lawyer before he was wealthy DJ. if that pussy is clean and her body vibrating, you good. Plus, they start going crazy when they know. He's right.
He's a young boy.
He's right because you can fake that, but only so many times. At some point,
that's why I said 10 years.
At some point, a guy gonna be like, "That was suspicious. That was kind of suspect." Like you can kind of tell, like
unless he don't give a fuck, and
it's almost uncontrollable. It's like some shit you could just be like 10 times in a row. You're gonna fake like you know what I'm saying? But that comes from being with different women too, though.
Yeah.
Cause you go with a different chick and she climbed up the wall. You're like, this don't happen over here with Barbara. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but what we talking about? What Courtney say? You can always fake on a dude trying to get his dick. That's what it is. A dude just trying to get his off.
Yeah.
You can fake it and he gonna go. Oh, Marsha!
Hold on, time out. I'm gonna clash on that one.
He said her kissing her hands. Her kissing her hands. Everything.
Yo, Craig, you're stupid. Yo, you know what? Nah, and I'm calling cap on that. On not what he said. This. When a female don't get hers, you know she gonna let that be. Her attitude. You know they give you an attitude. So that's why I'm sitting up there saying you gotta know how to read just shorty
and
body
language.
language.
Say, my Jimmy run deep, so deep, put her butt to sleep. If they ain't going to sleep, they up reading the book.
Forget going to sleep. If they didn't get up and make you a meal,
something like that.
They didn't make a meal,
Get some water for you.
Or they didn't want to hug you. Sometimes they do go to sleep. There's something that's gonna let you know you doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like.
I think he ain't want to know.
What did Barbara say? Why she laughing?
No, because I said Barbara.
Oh,
I said Barbara. All right, so we all agree. Do we agree that she was lying to him?
She's capping. Not 10 years. There's no way I don't. You know what?
I'm not gonna say she's lying.
No, you know what? He just said she's a lawyer. You know how much law school you go to become a lawyer? So he probably had to get his. See, there's so much. Every time I hear a little different.
I think she, in my opinion, it's her own fault. Let's say this is real. This is her own fault.
How's it her fault though?
Because she didn't train him. Every girl I ever had trained me. Every single girl, they put your mouth. They like don't move. Like they like don't do. Like
Veronica
they
said she was dead wrong.
If she
didn't,
Veronica? If she didn't say anything for 10 years, it's her fault. She should have started training this fool at some point.
A girl showed me how to shave my balls.
What?
A girl showed me how to shave my balls.
Yo,
I didn't know nothing about it until she showed me that.
Dude, hold up. What kind of girls
was I was freshly in high school. She's like, no. She's like, shave your balls. Because hair catch odors. Shave the balls.
Go on my page and listen to Challz's.
I'm just telling you, women gonna train you, right, Veronica? As a woman, you could have had taught that man how to please you in a nice way and not had to lie. That's what I'm saying. Yes. And I get it, you don't know, but y'all can learn it together. Men are eager to learn.
Hold on.
We wanna be better,
Go
bro.
back to this older because I don't shave my balls.
That's fine, but so listen. A girl told me how to shave. She's like, you gotta shave your balls. This was back in the day. I'm just telling you, I'm keeping you real.
How she
every
learned that?
now and then, every day, because she was more experienced than me. So every now and then, you gotta zip, zip, zip. That's why they got this. They got a product out called Manscaped. It's on Instagram. It's called Manscaped. It clip, zip, zip, zip. So I'm just telling you, girls gonna show you something. Girls gonna teach you something that you may not know.
Dude. Oh, he said you
I had a girl show me. I had a girl show me. Like she told me how to shave my face, everything.
Yo,
among other things.
The thing is, I was just looking up the numbers. There's some numbers that's saying somewhere between 75 and 81% of women never reach orgasm.
How many? What's the percent?
75 and 81.
That's because some selfish ass.
So I was like,
that's
God
high,
damn, that's high, yeah.
Who they messing with?
I was looking through multiple sites, and some of them say 75, some say 81. So one site said only 15, but then
squirting.
So that's another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I hate squirters. They be messing my bed up.
No, I like
you gotta get on the floor.
That suits me up.
You gotta get on the floor. I don't care. I don't want my bed wet. Yo,
you better get them sheets.
No, get on the floor. We're on the floor for now. You ain't messing with.
I like that shit.
Don't treat them less than.
I didn't say
now you discriminate.
No, I'm not.
Don't make her feel bad.
Listen, I hate.
That's a body.
They brought a whole bush.
That's a body.
Oh shit!
Even if you just take clippers and just trim it down, you ain't gotta like. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Courtney, it is not
She
P.
says P.
Yo.
Courtney and Dante were on the same page.
Yo, what?
She said it's P.
It's not P, buddy. I know the difference. Listen,
He drank P too.
No, listen. Listen.
So
I don't have DJ Envy problems.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't never met a. I don't think I ever met a squirter.
No,
listen.
I have met a few.
Listen. First of all, you ain't peeing that much, Corny. I know. They squirters is shooting like water guns. I used to think that was fake until I actually had one.
No,
and you
they're
can hear it.
Texas
It's like
squirters,
I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm like, yo, what is?
He said it is P.
There's no shicey wild. No, I watched a YouTube video on that, and it's a whole different. It come out of a whole different thing in their body. It's not from the.
Oh, Shice, you want me to tell you how I know it's not P? Most people don't know. This is how I used to clown dudes back in the day. You know when you actually having sex, you cannot pee. You can't.
I've heard
Try.
that. I've heard
Try.
that.
No.
No, I know about guys. I know guys.
Your body won't.
There's a gland that shuts off.
Exactly. So that's how I know it's not.
I don't know about girls though.
I do this.
We talk about that later. So listen. So
he said it smelled
before
like
we
baby
get
oil.
too far,
I don't know about all that.
baby oil. Damn.
I don't know about all
baby
that.
oil smell good.
She said not females.
Let me find out. Doobie be the one. I just saw a video today on Instagram
Right,
where a guy was under the girl's mouth like that, at a strip club.
Not R. Kelly.
No, it was at a strip place. And it said the title was "The Things These Dudes Do These Days in These Strip Clubs." I can't even believe it. And the guy was under the ground, and it was whatever.
They wildin' strip club.
Wildin'.
Wow.
So if it's baby oil, then that guy was straight. Science said it is pee, just comes from a different location.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
Anyway, before we go any further with this, share the video, hit the like button. We are on video. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook and Twitch. Twitch been acting funny because the last one didn't save, so I got to find out why. But Twitch is going to be popping when that gets rocking. So you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
Crazy.
So
Courtney
guys,
she gonna end up. Courtney got a man because she gonna end up with one in that comment section. She be going
Next topic, right? Next topic.
Underrated.
But we had talked about not only underrated MCs. We had said we was gonna do another conversation.
Top album.
I think we'd rather do top album because we promised that before underrated MCs.
So we could probably do both. Go.
So we going to do to the best of our abilities, guys.
No, this is facts. This ain't no best of our abilities.
Nah, because when I put it in them hip hop groups, they
It's never
cussed
gonna
me out.
be a fact. It's never gonna be a
First of
fact.
all, listen.
You saw what I sent you. He said, "Oh man, no treacherous 3." I like they on there. First of all, but second of all, what?
See, a lot of people didn't even read the list properly because
No.
somebody said something, a name I knew was on the list, and they said was it up there. I was like, I knew that name was there.
A lot of that happened. It was more
Emotional.
It was more of that than it wasn't.
Right.
They was naming names that was there, and I had to go, "No, that's there. That's there." Like most of the time, the name was there. They skimmed through it real quick. It was like not there because they wanted to be in the top 20.
I'm gonna tell you right now, on a panel of everybody in the hip hop industry, I'm gonna tell you what #1 album they said. I'm gonna save it for the end because I want to see what's gonna be the #1 album. But what do you think they said?
I have no idea.
You should, if you think about an album, what album you think they said?
Oh, probably The Score by the Fugees.
No,
The Score.
I think that was #2 though, or 3.
The
one of
Score's
them.
always rated so high amongst hip hop lovers.
What do you think they said, Charles?
What are we talking about?
The top 25 album. The #1 album that the whole hip hop community said was the #1 album. There was no debate. It was no debate. Illmatic was up there, but it was not #1.
But I think there's no such thing as no
Not
debate.
everybody,
Mhm.
when they said this album, there was no debate. I would never. You gotta remember, I studied on it. That's why I'm gonna put this as #1.
That's very hard to believe.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
No, I'm saying like it's too. When it comes to opinion, there's no fact. You know what I mean? So it may be a large consensus.
No, I'm talking about every rapper, beat producer. When they said all these people was together, this album, and I never forgot that. That's what we said. I was like, I'm gonna look that up. But we ready to go? What's the top?
I'm about to open up.
Somebody said Illmatic. Somebody said Chronic 2001. Fabio Flop. And that's a young boy said, hey, auntie. She said, enjoy the Oh, so you was in the conversation. Oh, auntie, before you go, are you still there? Because she could actually speak on that envy thing, but I would have loved to hear her opinion on that one.
I'm trying to open up the thing so they can see us writing in real time the list. So we don't have to just keep going back to it. Because I had to copy and paste it from here and I missed the name. All right, here we go. So, now open up my list. Hold on. Keep talking.
No, I was saying my aunt, because she said she have a good evening. That means she about to leave.
Yeah, when it comes to like top albums, I know people like me. I'm gonna have a different like thing than him, or you're gonna have a different thing from all of us.
Wrong, Craig. I don't think "Thank Me Later" was Drake's best album. That album, Some Things Remain the Same, was the best album. That album was fire, with Pound Cake on it.
Yeah, I like that Pound Cake joint. I like that song Too Much. Right?
I did like Pound Cake.
All those albums was on. All those songs was on the album.
I like that joint.
A lot of people be clowning me for that for liking Pound Cake.
Pound Cake, that song is fire.
A lot of people be clowning me.
Who?
I don't know. It's mostly online dudes. But
That's the beauty of opinions.
Nah, Pound Cake was that beat everything.
All right, bro.
And then King Los just went and murdered that joint. His freestyle. What are you doing?
The Locks murdered that beat too.
I didn't hear this.
The Locks, years ago, the Locks did a spit some freestyle on that shit.
Did you
And
hear King Los's?
Nah.
Goldlips?
I know. Even Sheik Luch was like using the flow like Jay made millions, Star made millions. He goes, Hood could have if he wasn't in his feelings.
Oh, I did hear that. Yeah.
I was like,
all right, so we're gonna do the top
25 hip hop
albums of all times. And where we gonna start? So where we starting at? Because I'm just gonna have to use it from here.
Let's go. You got to throw Illmatic, Automatically, Reasonable Doubt, The Score. Let's start with the traditional ones that everybody loves to say is consensus dope, just to get them out the way.
Hold up, which one is better, Illmatic or It Was Written?
Illmatic by far to me.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do 5 in a row, and then I'm gonna hit send. I'm gonna put it right in the group.
All right.
So Illmatic.
I don't think It Was Written is in the tops.
It ain't gonna let me do it. Can't post messages to something.
Clips, Lord Willing, that was a good album.
Illmatic.
Notorious B.I.G.
Chronic. 2001.
Shoot, Chronic is more than the regular 2001.
All right. So I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do it.
I think I would rock 2001 better than the original Chronic.
What? I'm not even a fan, and dude.
Now I love the Chronic 2001.
Can we put 2 albums in it? Because they both actually, to me, got to be in there.
I think they're both dope, but Chronic 2001 did have a little something to me. I don't know what it was about it.
Holy shoot. They upgraded the list. Wow. Oh, that says popular hip-hop albums.
So,
Aquemini, to me.
Illmatic.
Aquemini's on this list.
That's one of my favorite of all time albums.
Aquemini.
I thought ATL.
I love Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment. I'll agree with that one.
Aquemini. Capital Punishment by Big Pun. Y'all gotta say the rapper's name too.
Yeah, Courtney, hell yeah, you know what's up. Who else?
Now we only doing 25.
The infamous Mob Deep.
We're only doing 25.
We'll put as many, and then we'll whittle it down.
Yep. Mob Deep, the infamous gotta be on
Mob
there.
Deep got some banging out. They got about 4 or 5 joints.
Yeah, but that infamous.
But infamous to me, the infamous was that.
That was a game changer.
That infamous.
We talk about games, albums that was games. Like the score.
What song is on there?
Score was. What song is on there? Shook
the
One.
Shook One. All the classics.
Survival's on the Fittest.
Yep.
Okay, and we said
Free Crack 2 Little Bit. You get out of here. You was tripping. Now you showing your age now.
Oh.
Craig. Doobie.
Craig. Yep, she's an infamous 100%.
Thank you. Chronic over 2001. Chronic. That was a game changer.
I'm going to say College Dropout by Kanye was crazy.
All right.
I don't know if y'all want to agree, but Kanye's first 3 albums.
That's on here.
Kanye's first 3 albums was fire.
That's what I'm saying. In this topic, it don't matter who wrote what.
Yep.
It's about the album.
The album is dope.
We ain't worry about who wrote on it and who didn't write.
Listen, you know what album's fire too? that people 100 miles and running.
NWA?
NWA.
That's a dope joint, but I'm not gonna say all the time. That's a
I don't-
really dope album.
I thought
Dude,
Niggas
my
for
advice
Life
was
was a better
blast
album than
that.
that.
Huh?
I like
That is
my
a better
favorite
album.
NWA album was Niggas for Life.
Oh, you think
That's
about
what. That's
the EP.
100.
100
No,
Miles and
I
Running
meant to
for
say
EP.
that one. That's what I was
He's
talking
talking
about.
about Niggas for Life.
Yeah, that's the one. Was it 100 miles and running on that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but the
think
EP
so,
came
right?
first, and then they made it.
They
to
added
album.
late. You're right. Yeah. Cause I was banging that joint in high school. I love the Low End Theory. I'm just throwing it out
That
there.
has to be on there. Low End Theory, Trap. We gotta start saying the name of the artist.
Tribe
too.
Called Quest. Yep.
Low End Theory. He said Infamy. That Infamy is that Mobb
No,
Deep joint.
no. It's a fire album, but not over Infamous. No, sorry.
Yeah. To me, Infamous got my.
Get Rich or Die Trying is up there.
Ooh.
Low End Theory.
Yeah. 50's first album was stupid, boy. Gotta give him that.
I'm not putting that on, but I'll put it. 'cause
What?
Dante, I don't rock with that one, but it's good.
Charles,
Yo, yeah,
Charles. Hey, did y'all hear what this man just said?
50's first album was something special. I
Get
know.
Rich or Die Trying. This dude.
I have to be real, bro. It's me.
Yep.
The album was just okay. Just like another one that's to me that everybody.
What made it? Just
I'm about
okay?
to say one that y'all probably gonna be like whatever, but I have my reasons, and I'm gonna put it on here because I know y'all gonna say it goes on here.
Go ahead. What is it?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not.
You wouldn't put that either?
No.
I'm not gonna hear it for these people when I don't
I'm not
put
mad
that
at
on
that.
there.
Nah.
If you put that on there, I ain't mad at that.
I wouldn't say that's a top
DMX
25 album.
I ain't gonna say it's not either though. I'm not mad. DMX came out hot as a fucking rocket with that album.
Flizz, I know he did, but if you think about the top 25 albums, like, see, somebody said Life After Death. Life After Death had to go on there.
I'm putting that.
See, Life After Death have to go.
Yep.
And Ready to Die. But then if you put that, you gotta put Run Quick See, Hail Mary, Run Quick. You gotta put Machiavelli the Dawn.
Machiavelli, but it all eyes on me. See, I think what it is, I don't think you should
And
put.
see, we already getting too
See,
far.
I know that's why I think you should put one for each artist because you're gonna do.
But that's not fair.
It is
'Cause
fair.
I got two fucking classics.
Who?
I'm saying if I'm Pac, if I'm Nas, I got two joints. If I'm Jay, I got two joints.
Yeah, but you know what? Because I just realized something. They upgraded this list. Guess what? The album that I was saying ain't even on this list no more.
What?
The top 25 albums.
Yo,
It's not even on. It's
what
not
was,
even on this album no more.
What was it was Eminem's second or third album. The one with the red cake. Was it the Slim Eminem show?
Vaughn said Flesh of My Flesh is better than It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
I don't agree with that.
Nah, I wouldn't even.
I mean, I'm not mad at you though, but Dark as Hell is Hot is like I thought that was DMX one.
See, like, cause here, okay, so now here, listen, watch this. I'm gonna give you what they said. And I'm gonna tell you what all the hip hoppers and producers and everybody said. They got Notorious Big, Ready to Die as number one.
That's for nostalgia. But let me before you finish that, what she's saying is about Get Rich or Die Trying. You know what? There are a lot of bangers on that 50 joint.
That album was cracked though.
Oh no, see, no,
50's
hold
first
up.
album.
Wait a minute, because this album, this is actually consistent to what it is. What everybody would say, because it says the top four is number one is Ready to Die, number two is Illmatic, number three is The Chronic. I told you The Chronic. Mm-hmm. Number four is Reasonable Doubt.
I didn't have that on.
Now number five, because here's where I'm gonna say two albums that wasn't gonna make the list until I'm about to say it. It take a nation, a million to hold us back. Dude, that was
He's right.
And Fear of a Black Planet.
A lot of people say Fear of a Black
Planet
Planet
was the number one album
I'll put
all
that
time.
I'll put that.
That's what I'm saying. That was consistent.
I think
Public
it's a
Enemy.
classic album. I didn't enjoy that album top to bottom.
I didn't enjoy. I was in a Public Enemy fan.
What
like
LL
that,
album y'all gonna put?
Mama
the
Said
best?
Knock You Out.
Oh yeah, I would say Mama Said Knock You Out was LL's biggest album.
Yo, 36 Chambers.
Cause I could go through that whole album without skipping shit.
Yeah, that album was fire.
Play.
Yeah, you can't. What's going on? Skip?
You lying.
What's going on? Skip
I
on
love
album?
that.
You're gonna skip.
Which one?
This dude gotta tell me.
36, hold up,
I was
36
in
Chambers.
8th grade. I think
I
when
love
that
that
dropped. I
album.
love that. Oh yeah, Wu Tang.
By Any Means Necessary. KRS-One.
Oh yeah, that was dope. That's a non-skipper too. Yo, you gotta put the Eminem show.
That was great. Say that.
That was a banging ass album.
See, like they got NWA
The
straight out of
the
Compton.
Slim Shady.
No, Eminem show. It was called the Eminem show.
But that's not his first joint.
It's the second joint. I think the second
Oh,
joint
but-
was like the
Courtney,
the
let's
banger.
settle this. I need Courtney on this. Courtney.
36 Chambers.
Courtney, which Eminem we putting? Which Eminem we putting, Court?
Yo, hold on. What did Vaughn say? Oh, he said we are the. No, what did he say that y'all Eminem's the most overrated? Oh, okay.
He said your man's supposed to be a Ja Rule fan. I put 50 Cent. I put him in. I put him. I put him, dog.
Good one, Craig.
I put him.
Oh, shoot. Nah,
Boy, I need you to settle the Eminem album. He get more than one album, though. We said,
who?
You know what? We're going to start doing one album per person.
No, I think the Eminem show was a masterpiece, though.
And then somebody else wrote Marshall Mathers. Shicey L. I think Marshall Mathers.
Yo, whatever album had Criminal and I Am Whatever You Say I Am, I think it was Martha Mathers. I think that album was better than one you said.
Right.
But
I have them. Like,
well, we have two people. I'm going to let them sell it. Courtney said Marshall Mathers.
yo, that album was long on there. Yo, that Marshall Mathers.
him and them talk about killing his mom and all that weird shit. Get him out of there.
Man, that's
But
expression,
half the album we talk about got black people killing other black people on it. We still voted. You know what I mean? You can't just sing out. He's killing his mom. They killed like 10 niggas on
That's
this
how
album.
black people think.
That's what I'm saying.
We can kill the whole hood with a street sweeper. But
yo, see, the Eminem
kill
show's
the mom.
fire. Thank you, Shicey.
No, but he just picked Martha's
No, but at least he knows it's fire.
I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying, yo, that joy where I am, whatever you say I am, that song, that album was crazy.
Which De La Soul joint we gonna put? So you got
Stakes is High or 3 High Rising.
3 Feet High Rising. I mean, you got 3 Feet High Rising and Stakes is High. To me, it's Stakes is High.
Stakes is
You
High.
have to put Stakes is High, even though 3 Feet High Rising changed everything, but Stakes is High is
Stakes
the most
is High
complete
was
album
crazy.
they have ever done. I mean, we was in a studio session. It was like 10 of us in session. We stopped the session to play that entire album.
That was a dope album. What about The Great Adventures of Slick Rick? I love that album.
That album's, that's going up there.
That was one of my favorite of all time albums.
Let's see what that is on this one.
No way.
I didn't know about that.
All right,
How
so
about the joint with Toy Soldiers.
we got to take some of the doubles off. I'm going to take Chronic 2001 off and leave the Chronic, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to take
One of
I'm gonna
Biggie's
take-
albums off.
the other Biggie album, and I'm going to take Life After Death off and put Ready to Die, or vice versa.
No, I think the
I
first
think
album is a
Life After-
classic.
It is a classic.
Yeah.
No, I think
To
Life
me,
After Death was.
I think Life After Death, because I'm going to be honest with you, when I
Life
first heard it, I was disappointed.
that was growth.
And as time
When
went
you
on,
first heard what album, you were disappointed.
the double, after he died, when I first heard
Everybody thought
Yeah,
that.
yo, that's the thing. Everybody felt like Biggie wasn't a whack album, but it wasn't like there was something different. I mean,
You know what?
I think he gained success.
Hold up. So let's debate
I'ma go with
that.
Life After Death.
Let's debate that. Life After. There's 3 of us. Life After
And
Death
then
or
the
Ready to
first
Die.
one's called Ready to Die.
Yep.
I say Ready to Die.
Ready to
It's
Die.
a classic.
There you go. Ready to Die.
I think that broke him
Damn.
into the scene.
Ready to Die. Yup.
I'm going to have to.
Put ready, and somebody already said Ready to Die too. So Ready to Die it is.
Ready to Die is so strong, but, bruh,
Nah, Ready to Die.
think
Ready to
about
Die.
Life After
Ready
Death.
to Die.
I am. I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking about
The
the
10
impact.
Crack Commandments.
Is my mom playing tricks like Scarface and Bushwick? Willie D having
I
that
think
kid,
it's
the
more
girls killing
big
me?
records on Life After Death.
There are. There
Not
are
because
more
it's a
big
double.
records.
I think this guy hit every single pocket of hip hop and still was raw on that joint.
You got outvoted.
No,
Guess so.
I'm being real. I agree with Charles. Like the second album had way more like.
It's
But
way more.
Ready to Die was that the break.
Think about this too, though. Be honest. Be honest with yourself,
Yeah.
besides y'all, and I'll write whatever you tell me.
Yep.
Right now, which one are you more likely to listen to all the way through?
Tie for me, to be honest with you.
Me?
Mm,
I probably won't even play Ready to Die.
Word. Right.
I like a couple. I love the whole album, but it's so time specific.
It is.
Like,
You're right about
it's
that.
so time specific. Like dirty, grimy rapper that's ready to die, ready to kill himself. Like
Yep.
it ain't that much of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay in that zone. Life After Death. You could go in any time of your life and rock that record. Hypnotized.
Look,
I say Life After Death,
I'm gonna say either way.
and you stand Ready to Die.
Hold on, let me
Just
let me do the math. Let me see. So
If I start naming joints off there, you gonna
back in the
disagree.
days
Like,
with
it's Bone Biggie, Biggie.
Yo,
it's
you
Bone
were
in-
crazy. Takao. Oh, okay.
I didn't like
did,
Takao.
Yeah, Takao did not do well.
And Method Man's one of my top rappers of all time, and I don't like none of his albums.
Hold on, let me see.
Go
He
figure
made
that,
horrible
right?
albums.
He makes horrible albums, but
You know what?
lyrically, I love that dude.
You know what, Charles? I might have to rescind my vote, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Biggie.
Life at the it's Bone in Biggie, it's Bone in
That's what I'm
Biggie,
saying.
and
The
up,
second
and
album
Bone in
had
Biggie,
way more
Biggie,
hits.
Biggie,
That
Biggie,
it's like,
Biggie,
oh
Biggie.
shit.
Listen.
Something ready to die.
Somebody's
is-
got to die.
Yeah.
He go. I
Let
got
the
I
the
got a
gun
story
shots
to
blow.
tell.
Hypnotized.
I did, yeah. Go
Kick in
second.
the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, go second.
Nigga.
One. Go ready. Go second one.
Yo,
Like
it's
that
just,
down.
and I'm gonna tell you, I moved to Rhode Island when that album first came out. I moved in the middle with Murray and her brother, and they was rocking that album, and I couldn't rock
No,
with it.
everybody was rocking.
But no, my sister, I called her phone. My sister, she's like, "Oh, you heard the Biggie?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "What you think?" I said, "It's alright. It's okay." I didn't really rock with it, and then after I got it alone and I got to just let it play, I like
Now you know what it was.
this joint.
Nah,
Bang.
I'm gonna tell you why you didn't like it.
I was expecting Ready to Die.
You're a rapper, and you was expecting a boom bap.
I was
And that's what and when that album was so musical genius
going
that
back to Cali.
when you
Yeah.
heard it, because he ranged that album. Like if that dude was still alive when that album came out, Jay-Z would be dead. He wouldn't have been
You
able
just
to.
heard Jay-Z new verse, right?
Jay-Z,
He said-
yeah, he said, well, he said on an interview years ago, he goes, why do people keep saying that? He goes, I was coming.
Nah,
I mean-
he wouldn't. No,
He was coming anyway.
No, he was,
I do
no.
believe too, man.
Listen,
The cream will rise to the top, bro.
First of
That-
all,
that's
first
cream
of
will
all,
rise to the top.
hey,
bro.
Sice. The word was in New York that people believe Jay-Z killed Biggie to get that position. That was no. I'm dead.
Conspiracy
No,
shit.
that's how people know if Biggie was there, Jay-Z. That's just how they was thinking.
But that's what he just said. Y'all would have got
I-
the commission.
see, I-
Jay-Z said if Biggie was alive, y'all would have got the commission.
I know, but guess what though?
That's like Drake and Future. Drake and Wayne. Them niggas, they hand in hand.
I know Kanan rock him. Like,
Big
there's
was-
always big
yo,
rappers. huh?
Listen, dude, you could.
Dude say hip hop is dead.
I'll tell you.
Ooh, I can't put that on.
No,
Nah.
I like hip hop is dead.
No, not a top 25.
Nah.
She's a real looker. Like
I like that song. I really like that.
I like it.
I love the
What is it? I like it, but when I point to why Nas gets the criticism, it's songs like that, and the song with his father,
Nah,
it's the jazz song.
I don't care. That's
What's the name of the
what-
song? It's real music. What's the name of that song with his father?
The
Is
greatest
that
rapper
one, by the
alive.
way?
The
Was
greatest.
that one?
When
I was
I
on
was on the road.
His
The
his
greatest
father
rapper.
I
playing
can't
that.
remember the name. I can't remember
Greatest
the name of
rap.
the song.
The greatest rapper.
Greatest Man. He took the Greatest Man live shit.
Stuff like that. Bridging the gap.
Yeah. Nah, listen, dude, I'll tell you a secret. When I seen Jay-Z first video, Presidents to Represent Me, that was his first video, but that video, I was like, yo, I wouldn't mind looking like that dude. he had me in his zone. That
If
dead
we're gonna
president.
pick one, it
I
has
want
to
money
be,
like Cosby. Who wouldn't?
It
It's
has
this kind
to
of
be
talk that got me
Nas's
thinking you
Illmatic
probably
album.
ain't got no
I go with
point.
Illmatic.
It has to be Illmatic.
Somebody wrote that Nas album is trash.
Which one? Oh,
Von
hip hop. Yeah, hip hop is dead. Nah, I'm not. I would never say it's a top 25.
Me either. I'm not putting it in the top.
Never that. No.
So
See the Martha Math. Yo, you know what album's going up there, and it might have to be there. America Most Wanted, Ice Cube.
Shice, you right. We was talking about Bridge the Gap, Nas. Yeah, they're right. America's Most Wanted.
America Most Wanted.
We didn't decide on the LL album.
Yeah, we
Mama
said
said
Mama
knock
said
you
knock
out.
you out.
That niggas is disrespectful, bro.
Which one you
Well,
say?
yeah, what do you say?
Hold on. Let me
Probably
let me
bad.
write this first because you said what album you just said?
America Most Wanted.
America.
He gonna say bad because he's like throwback like that. You know what I mean?
He's right.
Mama
Say
said
yeah. The I'm Bad album was dope, but Mama Said Knock You Out, bro, man. I think that catapulted LL to a whole different like.
All right, let's do the track list. Let me look that up.
For which one? Mama
Said Knock You Out.
Around the Way Girl, is Booming Systems,
Yeah.
is Jingling Baby. No, Jingling Baby was the one before that, I think. Am I bugging?
Wait.
Jingling Baby on Mama Said
Yeah,
Knock You Out?
yes.
All right, so this is
The remix.
This is a tough album. Listen,
What?
Booming System, Around the Way Girl.
Yep. It's
Eat 'em
over.
up, Bill.
It's
Yeah.
over, dude.
Those are the
Mama
numbers
said-
I said. It was kind of corny, but listen, I like Eat 'em up, Bill, but it's kind of corny. So, Mr. Goodbye. Mr. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're skipping that.
I'm not skipping that. I like
You're
that joint.
You're gonna listen to it
he
out
not-
of the.
I would. He would.
Like you gotta understand, I am a fan of so much shit. I'm not just deep rooted into just that. I mean,
even
I
still,
love mad shit.
You're skipping Mr. Goodbye.
I'm
And
not
then-
skipping Mr. Goodbye.
and you
I'm
gonna skip Murder
put it on.
Graham,
Yo,
too.
you know what's going on
Murder
there
Graham.
between Lauryn Hill, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, or
That's
Refugees?
gonna go. That's
Which
gonna
one?
Both of those going.
Nah,
So
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
hold on. Farmers Boulevard. I'm gonna listen to that. I told you I just listened to all this coming up the
Dude,
road.
I told you that album
Milky.
was fire. Dude,
Cereal, baby.
Milky.
Milky. You a New York Bama. You a Bama. You like that Milky cereal?
Yo, that
I
joint
like
was
that
fire.
shit, too.
With the
Jiggling Baby remix is one of the hands down best songs ever.
Somebody said Von Smith, Mr. Smith, but I don't agree with that.
No,
No, it
no
ain't
way.
better than
You is tripping. What are you sniffing?
All right, I'm
Vaughn?
gonna let y'all ride with that.
He
I'm
said
gonna
radio or Shay said radio or Mama said no. He
Mama
went
said
radio.
knock
I would have said radio.
He went back to radio.
But they want Mama Said Knock
Mama
Y'all, and they
Said
do
Knock
got
Y'all.
joints on there, so I'm gonna get it to them.
like yo, the I'm Bad album is dope
Wait.
as hell too.
Wait. We gotta revisit something then. Because we put niggas for life,
Yep.
but they only get one album. Ain't nowhere in the world y'all gonna tell me that's better than Straight Outta Compton. We not putting niggas for life over Straight Outta Compton.
I like Niggas for Life.
It
You
was
a crack
better.
like
It
shit.
was.
I like both, but
I'm
I'm
Niggas
not even
for
gonna
Life.
let y'all do that.
No, I'm just saying, y'all
listen.
That'll
Niggas for
invalidate this entire list, bro. I'm
Y'all
not
can
doing
put
it.
it to a vote, but Niggas for Life was my favorite NWA album.
Listen, I wasn't even into all that cursing. That was a banging album.
Straight Outta Compton.
What was the name of that song? The first song on the album? Boom, boom. Appetite for Destruction. Hey. Doom.
It's a banging album.
Doom.
Then when
But that ain't better than Straight Outta Compton. It changed the whole
Yeah.
game. I'm not letting y'all do that. Y'all not gonna have this list looking crazy. Damn, niggas feel like. All right, so what did you say? You said a number. All right, so I'm gonna throw some curveballs out there. Special Ed,
No.
K Solo,
Paid in Full.
EPMD, Paid in Full has to go in there. No,
By Rakim, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. I would give that. I would put Rakim on there just because you gotta have Rakim classic album.
Somewhere.
You know what I mean, I didn't enjoy that whole album. I'm not gonna lie, but
that was too. You was too young for that album.
What album?
He was too young for Paid in. I was young when Paid in Full came out.
Nah, he could have enjoyed it, but what it
I
was.
enjoyed
But by
the
the
whole
time,
thing.
No,
but by
he-
the time it would have, by the
nah.
time it would have got to it, that shit would have been.
Flizz was a look, 'cause
Matter of fact,
when I met him, Flizz was on a different vibe.
But he would have been so far. So you gotta think, Paid in Full is before Tribe and all that.
Mhm.
It has a whole different like you can't even.
I was like 10, 11 years
He
old.
was already gone. Paid in Full
Nah.
was too old. Like
Because I'm thinking of a master plan. And ain't nothing
Nah,
but
it's
a
dope if
side
you
by
was in that
side.
era, but-
That's the shit. Like my big brother played and kept banging around me like. Which
Yo.
is why when I came around in my era, he was like, my era's fake.
Yo, what do y'all think about Brand New being All for One?
Nope.
No.
Relax.
What's the
Nah.
Fugees album name?
Score.
The Score. Man, I got a whole lifetime of history.
He
with
said
that
my
album.
pops had that on repeat still in like 98. One of the
Yo, they
remixes,
actually
Love
got
Hip
Africa Ben Bada album up here. I would know.
He got a song, but not a. So the Score. What's the Lauryn Hill album?
Hop.
Miseducation.
Are we putting that in here?
I would.
That's a top 25.
I
dude.
think Lauryn Hill would have to go in there. Cause that's one of them albums like we was talking about a few weeks ago. and if you talk about female rappers, everybody's always gonna say that's the album, that's the freaking classic album of all female rappers.
Are we gonna put Muddy Waters in here? Which Redman joint we play?
Ooh, hold up.
Which Redman?
That's the one I would agree with. Muddy Waters is
I like
his best
another one
album.
better than Muddy Waters.
Huh?
Though. I like Muddy Waters, but I like the joint before Muddy
There
Waters.
is a dark side. It's not better than Muddy Waters.
What you think?
No.
You a Redman fan?
Yeah, I'm a Redman fan.
You want me to get y'all the track list?
I know Redman's first 3 albums. And if that's the case, I would go with What the Album was the better one than the second one.
I did like What the Album. That
What
was
the
my
album
shit,
was fun. Press rewind if I haven't blown your mind.
So we gotta decide. Hold on.
Yeah, but I want to take myself out of that equation and just talk about what the climate was when Redman dropped shit. And for some reason, people always did
You got the
talk
college
about Muddy
dropout
Waters.
on there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
People always did hail Muddy Waters as the one. So I'm going to
People
take
really
myself
held
out of it.
what the album. as
I
the
like
one.
What the Album, you know what I mean? And I like Muddy Waters.
What the album for me is the joint.
Yo, Shicey, what do you mean? What are we doing? About what? What are you addressing?
We got Lauryn Hill up there. What are you talking about?
So between There's a Dark Side, Muddy Waters, and what is the album? What you say? And I'll just go with it.
Hold on. Can we come back to that one?
I'll put Muddy Waters for now.
Nah, Busta Rhymes, Low End Theory. What I mean, the ELE is better.
Extinction Level Event
yo,
1,
that-
not the 2. 1.
Nah, 1. Yeah, that album's what.
Extinction Level Event 1 was crack.
Nah, ELE is crazy.
He said Anarchy, but
I
thought,
think that's his best album is
you
ELE.
gotta have Lauryn Hill on there. That's not. Oh yeah,
We
no
got
doubt. You're
Lauryn
right.
Hill on there. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
That was
You're
never
right.
a debate.
Lauryn Hill definitely gotta be on there.
How
I
many
did.
you
I
got
just
so
asked.
far?
I just asked. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
So that means 2 more. We didn't put
yo,
a Redman album yet.
I
Did
put
we?
Muddy Waters.
You gotta not
but-
gotta. I'm throwing out the vote for Extinction Level Event. That was my shit.
No, that's if a Busta Rhymes album go on there, that would be his best one.
I think that was his baby. You know.
Somebody said 2 was his worst. Nah, I don't think 2 was his worst.
And I like ALA 2, but it's not as good as 1 to me. I don't think he never touched anything as good as 1.
Okay, so now
He was in a pocket.
you already got 2 slots, right?
Let me just double check. I'm counting. I'm putting the numbers in front. Keep talking though.
All right.
You only got 2 slots. Now, okay, when it comes to these slots, you got which Public Enemy album you put? It Take a Nation?
I put Fear of a Black Planet.
Okay. You got Into the 36.
You know they're gonna tear us up tomorrow, man.
Let them come, cause like you got All Eyes on Me on there.
No, I can put that though.
That has to go. I'm not even a Pac fan, and I know what that album did when it came out.
I understand there has to be a pocket.
That has to be up there. You got a Tribe Called Quest. Now here's gonna be your debatables.
Go ahead.
Raekwon only built for Cuban links.
Mm.
That's 1.
Supreme Clientele, Ghostface.
I would think what that would beat that.
I'm not leaving here without Supreme Clientele being on there. I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving.
So I know Blueprint. So he says Blueprint is better than Reasonable Doubt,
And we ain't even got Blueprint on here.
but you got Reasonable Doubt on there.
Reasonable.
I told you can't put 2 albums for 2 people.
This is my thing with that, right?
So
They
we want to do a
both
top
classic.
30?
They both classics, right? Well, let me count. Let me do 21, 22. I'm only at 23. So
Only built for Cuban links got to go on there.
24 is only built for.
And you
Cuban
said
links.
Supreme Clientele.
And we
Supreme
done.
Clientele was fire though.
We done.
You didn't put the BC Boys?
He said the purple tape,
Yo.
incredible.
4 Cuban links. This won't get it. This won't keep us from getting lynched. And then 25. I think we should do 30, but 25 is the purple. Supreme Clientele.
Yeah.
You gonna get some people to fight you over that?
Nah,
You gonna say Iron Man?
No.
Iron Man was dope too, man.
Most people say that was his best album, Supreme Clientele.
Supreme Clientele was special.
I think Iron Man is his best one, but some people say Supreme Clientele. Okay, you know what? Do top 30. Liquid Swords got to go up there. That's a banging album.
Start saying the whole woo. I say Liquid Swords.
Liquid
myself.
Swords is a
What up, Crook?
top 30. I was with him. That's one of my favorite Wu-Tang albums all time.
I just pulled up The Roots, All Things Fall Apart.
That gotta go up there.
That was one of my favorite albums of all time, dog. I ain't gonna front. I loved every
27
freaking
Things
track.
Fall Apart.
I loved every track on that
A
album.
Kendrick Lamar album gotta go on there.
Damn, it got Damn Here or Good Kid, Mad City. I know people love that one.
To Pimp a Butterflies on this list.
All right.
So if you asking me,
Bone Thugs.
if you asking me, the best Kendrick album is Pimp a Butterfly.
That's
Right.
on this list. And I love that album. I ain't gonna lie.
But a lot of people argue down, say Good Kid, Mad City.
That was
Like
I've
a
heard a
lot
lot
of
of that
people
too, you know what I
argue
mean?
down. So I'm gonna put Pimp a Butterfly.
Are you putting Bone Thugs? East 99?
I think I'm
Not
the
me.
only cat. I'm the only cat who likes them around here.
I'm not putting that, but y'all can.
That's-
But if you was to put a Bone Thugs album, it's that one. They're freaking total shit with East 1999 Eternal.
I got an album for you.
What?
We Can't Be Stopped. Ghetto Boys.
Mm,
That's a classic album, bro.
You might think so. I don't.
No,
I didn't feel that album
Hip hop
like that.
community is going to agree.
Yo,
and we don't have no southern
Which
act.
game? Which game?
We don't have no southern.
That's why I said you
no
gotta
southern. Well, except for Outkast.
You gotta put See, look, E19. Yo, you have to put a Gangstar album on that list.
Yeah, yo, Shiesty. I was the only one around Rhode Island who was repping
There
him.
you go. You gotta do that E19.
Wow, we got no J. Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't feel no J. Cole.
Nah, J. Cole is not top 25.
I love Cole, but I don't got no album.
I have to disagree.
Greatest of all
top
time.
25?
J. Cole got a top 25
Which one?
album. His first.
Yo, you right, cuz.
Scarface
I gotta
Diary.
put that Scarface. I gotta take this Ghetto Boy shit off.
Yeah.
And I gotta put the.
I didn't feel the Ghetto Boys album. I actually trashed, to be real with you.
Well,
I had the Ghetto Boys album back in high school, and I was like, I only like 2 joints on it.
Yo, which game?
But that was more like street shit. Like you had to kind of be older. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit was like for niggas hustling and just doing all kind of weird shit. A lot of wild sex stories and shit was on.
Shaq said J. Cole not top 25.
I'm with you.
My
It's not top
favorite
25.
my favorite Gangstar album is Moment of Truth.
That is my favorite as well.
That's why I think they reached their pinnacle. They reached their peak at Moment of Truth. It was like,
So
all right.
I'll put them until something else come along.
There ain't nothing else gonna come on unless you say EPMD.
Excuse me.
That's it.
Unless we keep going to 50.
Too short. But nope.
I say leave it at 30, bro.
Yeah, leave it 30 because we can keep going.
Nah, you can keep going, but if you do 50, Jay-Z Blueprint's going up there.
Now I'm gonna read it back to y'all. Y'all tell me how it sound.
Yeah.
People in the chat, tell me how it sound. This is the best.
She said 2 short
30.
cocktails.
She's right. The best 30 hip hop albums of all times. And the EPMD has to go in here. Number 1, Illmatic. Number 2, Equipment.
Well, are these are in order or no order?
This is the order I have.
So
Number
no
2.
No, let's say no order,
No
so
order.
people.
I mean, we can switch it around.
No, when you do the list, just say no order, so you won't have people.
Nobody reads that shit. Nobody reads it. I got cussed out mad times. You got Gangstar over. Like, they don't read that. I had to go keep writing. There's no order. There's no order. Quimini is number 2. Capital Punishment by Big Pun is 3. Infamous by Mobb Deep is 4. The Chronic is 5. College Dropout is 6. Straight Outta Compton is 7. Low End Theory is 8. Give Rich or Die Trying
Hold
is
up.
9.
You think Low End Theory is better than Midnight Marauder?
Not me. But y'all said
Hold on, no, I didn't know. I think Midnight Marauder is better.
I think Tribe's first 3 albums was all
Midnight,
classics.
put Midnight Marauder.
So I wouldn't be mad as long as it's in the first 3.
Midnight Marauder over Low End Theory.
I feel like Midnight Marauder is literally could be the best album in the history of rap.
I don't know about all
We
that.
play our beats at 89 BPM. Yo, listen, because the feeling that it with some of these albums,
I wouldn't say it's the number 1 though.
I'm just telling you, the feeling.
I know.
We used to ride around the
Snoop
city.
Doggy style. I know. I'm listening to this list. Midnight Marauder instead of Low End.
Midnight Marauders.
That album. That was
Maraud for ears.
That was a classic. You can listen to that right now.
Nobody was doing that.
Yeah.
They had a white lady voice. Oh my God, bro. Meta something add a cheesecake. He always say, problems.
Steve Martin.
Problem. He said,
No, what was the name of that first song? Steve.
I don't remember.
Steve Biko.
All right.
Tear it up. Hey, yo, I gotta go listen to some Tribe, bro. I gotta go listen to some Tribe. Steve Biko.
And what's the name of
Yo,
that?
Doggy Style.
I know. Hold on. I'm listening to this
What y'all
list.
gonna take off? All right, so
I'm
go to the list.
listening to this list. Go after Midnight Marauder.
Midnight Marauder. Number 9, Get Rich or Die Trying. Number 10 is Dark and Hell is Hot.
How they get up there?
We said it got to be an Exxon album.
I said I don't disagree. I'm not mad that
He
DMX
said that.
album. I'm saying I'm not mad at
I didn't
DMX
say-
first album. I think DMX first
Okay,
album.
so here we
was
go,
boom.
right here.
All right.
X is Hell is Hot or Doggy Style?
I would go Doggy Style.
I like Doggy Style better than that, but people gonna say how you put Snoop and not no X.
Hey, top Doggy Style.
I think Doggy
X gotta
Style.
go.
I
Well, let me
think
finish reading, and then we come back.
Yep.
Circle back. Number 11, Life After Death. Number 12,
Wait, hold
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Number 13, Fear of a Black
Hold up.
Planet.
Reasonable Doubt or Blueprint?
I say Reasonable Doubt. I like Blueprint better, but Reasonable Doubt changed the game so dramatically.
I'm not with the whole Fear of a Black Planet thing, but I know y'all on that.
Dude, that's the top album, B.
It is. Bass. How low can you go?
No, I didn't think that album was that crack. To be real with you,
Dude, with Fight the Power.
I like certain songs.
It was a vibe though. Like it was a mood. That
It's
you had
like
to
Nice
be-
and Smooth had a few
This is
joints.
back
I
when
hate
dudes
that
was wearing the wooden necklaces for
Yeah,
Black
I
Power.
got
And
you. Yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah.
little hat.
Yeah, yeah.
It was different. It was different, bro.
Mhm.
It can't ride right now, but it was different. Number 14, 36 Chambers. Number 15, By All Means Necessary.
Well, by all means,
That's Karis One.
KRS-One.
That was a
okay.
banger.
No, I'm
And that is literally his best album. Number 16, Marshall Mathers. Number 17, Stakes is High, De La Soul. Number 18, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick.
That could come off for something. But that
What?
was
Great
Rick?
Adventures of Slick
No,
Rick?
no, I'm saying that I put that on the list
Yo,
because
Joe, you crazy? That ain't coming off.
But if we have to start picking stuff,
Dude,
doggy style,
it ain't
doggy
gonna be
style
that.
have to.
Nah,
be
not
on
over,
there.
not
All
over
All right,
that
no,
much.
I'm with
It
you
ain't
then,
gonna
cool.
be that.
But
It ain't
doggy
gonna be
style have to fit somewhere.
No, not really. America's Most Wanted. Number 19. Number 20, Paid in Full. Number 21, The Score. Number 22, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Number 23 is Muddy Waters. 24, Only Built for Cuban Links. 25, Supreme Clientele. 26, Liquid Swords. 27, Things Fall Apart. 28, Pimp a Butterfly. 29, The Diary. 30, Moment of Truth. I see nothing wrong with this list.
If you would have took off Liquid Swords and put it on Doggy Style, I wouldn't have been mad.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad at that either.
like,
I say
yeah,
that.
I
I'm
would
like-
not be
I say
mad.
that. And move Doggy Style higher. Because Liquid Swords is an underground classic.
I agree.
Doggy
That-
Style changed the world.
That
Yep,
album is
I agree.
fire though. Liquid Swords, whew.
Yeah, we
That's
should
one of
ride
my
around.
favorite. I could listen to that all day. Even now, you could be a Walkman. I mean, my own iPod. Go to the gym. I got your back, but you best to watch your front.
He said, "Get Liquid Sword the fuck out of here."
Yo, you ain't a true New Yorker. That album was. That was. Shai
I'm gonna
said.
move Capital Punishment down.
I hate to say this, but do you know that's the most played album on the radio station in New York?
What?
Liquid Swords. They had the most songs played on the radio.
That must have been a different time.
No, it was,
Right.
not because that's how I got your back.
I'm solid with this list. I don't need nothing.
Yeah, I
else.
think that's good.
That song with Method Man, Special Technique, Shadow Boxing,
Shadow boxing.
the Jizza, boom, doom, doom, got.
I think the thing about Liquid Swords is, as far as their Wu solo
Ain't
albums,
Cold World.
the far as the Wu solo albums, Liquid Swords is more of that underground, dark, gritty heater. Whereas like Raekwon and Ghostface were bringing out like just heaters. You know, like,
I
oh,
get
shit,
it, not
man.
over Doggy Style, but I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, Liquid Swords, like only because I know how people, if you do not have a Ghostface album on that list, people is gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Muddy
no-
Waters is debatable to which Redman album, but that album gotta be. I mean, he need 8 albums on him.
We have a few on there that's debatable to another one of their own albums.
Right. Some people don't believe Paid in Full is Rakim's best album.
Which one is it?
I mean,
Move the Crowd
I've never like listened
or
to
Let the Rhythm Hit Him?
I like Microphone Feed is my favorite of all time Rakim song.
Which album
Like
was
hands
that on?
down, I can't
That was on
remember.
Move the Crowd.
Was on Move the Crowd? I'm
Yeah.
like that to me. That was my favorite. That album made me want to be like him. Well, that song made me want to be like him.
I think Rakim,
I was like, this song is special. You know what I mean?
He said no, Buster is wild, bro. I don't know what we're gonna take off of Buster. And be honest with you, this is just me. Buster makes some really great songs.
Nah,
Dope ass joint.
ELE was fire, man.
Listen, man, listen to what I'm telling you. All right, let's do the track list.
Extinction Level Event.
Yo, ELE was fire. The song
It
with
was.
Janet Jackson. Give me some more. New York, Jersey.
Yeah,
Philly,
that first time
Philly,
came out,
rah!
everybody rise. Didn't he have? Oh, what else did he have? That shit.
He said, "Move it to death." How we gonna do? We gonna move
What song what album we talking about?
to ELE.
Extinction Level Event 1, not 2.
But what you gonna knock off this list to put that?
Supreme
I think
Clientele.
I'm just thinking like Busta's albums are dope, man. Busta album, that album is
Because
fire.
you got, if I was to take, because you know how people got 2 albums up there. I
And
understand.
I'm gonna tell you why that album used to annoy me.
Why?
I like the songs, but there's only 1 year left. There's only one. I'm like, dude,
He did that for every album.
I know.
Mhm.
And I was like, yo, you don't know what's left.
he was only going to the countdown
For
to
a,
Y2K.
for a minute, like we all believed it. And then as it started getting closer, like, wait, really? Everything on end?
No, I'm not believing. You know
At
when
2000?
you know when I'm gonna know when everything's over? When we start seeing some real wild stuff. Like when you start seeing UFOs and Martians walking the earth with us, that's when I'm like, now we got some days left.
Where we about to take it? Extension level and tear the roof off is dope. Just give it to me raw.
Just give it to me raw. That beat was banging. That little Asian.
That Mariah joint ain't even on here. I mean, that Janet Jackson joint ain't even on
Yeah,
here.
it is. But it's gonna be.
Oh, it is on here. No, 15. All right, guys. So this is what the list was, bro. Oh, he said East 99 is where you find me. So
That has to be
Yo,
that up there, right?
Shiesty,
No, man,
Shiesty.
not. You
I
can't
am
put
with you,
everything,
Shiesty.
bro.
Yo.
I am with you. Bone Thugs East 1999 Eternal was dope. That was like,
That ain't
Oh,
knocking
fucking
nothing
dope.
off of here, man. These
It-
albums are
but yo,
classics.
I have always been in an army of myself with that issue around, especially in this hemisphere. Like, yo, East Coasters
Man, we
do not fuck
we
with
don't
that.
hate Bone, man.
you know
Come on.
what? Charles,
We
I'm
don't
with you.
hate Bone, man.
I'm with you
Yeah,
on
they
that.
don't.
For a Facebook list, that is a better list than
list is
having
tight.
Bones on there. Cause like, yo, because
Bone is a select group of people, bro.
yeah. Watch when Facebook go off.
I love Bone Thugs.
We're gonna hear like I think he gonna go behind the scenes, go in there, right?
I know, right?
He'll be like, oh,
I'm about to galvanize everybody. Nah, Bone Thugs is dope, dog.
Oh, he said, Chop said, what's the list? Hey, Chop, hear this list and see what you'd say.
Chop, best rap albums of all time. 1, Illmatic. 2, Aquemini. 3, Doggy Style. 4, Infamous. 5, The Chronic. 6, College Dropout. 7, Straight Outta Compton. 8, Midnight Marauders. 9, Get Rich or Die Trying. Debatable.
Hold up, pause. You know what? Get Rich or Die Trying, an EPMD album,
That don't compare.
or that East. I'm just asking.
Nah.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Number 10 is Dark and Hell is Hot. Number
Wait,
11.
I thought we took that off.
We
Nah,
never
he
took it
went
off.
by-
Oh.
Number 11, Life After Death. 12, Reasonable Doubt. 13, Fear of a Black Planet. 14, 36 Chambers. 15, By All Means Necessary. 16, Marshall Mathers EP. 17, Stakes is High. 18, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. 19, America's Most Wanted.
Oldie but goodie, hit it.
Paid in Full is 20. 21 is The Score. 22, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. 23 is Red Man. I'm sure you're proud of that, Chop. I'm sorry, Muddy Waters. 24, Only Built for Cuban Links. 25, Supreme Clientele. 26, Capital Punishment. I'm moving it down. It don't make no sense to me.
I know, we didn't put no Pac shit on there, huh?
Where were all eyes on
We
me?
didn't put no Pac on there.
We said that, but we never.
We
I
never put it
wrote.
down. Pac has to be on
We
there.
Yeah.
didn't decide on which part.
All eyes on me.
Capital Punishment. Number 27, Things Fall Apart. You take that off of Pop. 28,
You gonna take a Boots album off for Pac?
Pimp a Butterfly. 29, The Diary. And 30, Moment of Truth. Now you tell me what song, what on here you want to take off of Pop? And which
There's
Pop?
like 5. Like I would take off.
Courtney
for
said
Pac.
no Wayne, Courtney, no Wayne.
Oh, that. Damn, why you say that?
Not top 25.
Nah, Lil Wayne got some shit.
I don't,
But I ain't
I'm
mad
not,
he's not on there, but he's
I'm
dope.
not
He
secure.
said Pac don't. You crazy. All eyes on me have to be on that list.
Chop is a Biggie fan.
It doesn't matter.
He's still in the middle of the East Coast, West Coast.
All eyes on
Chop's
me.
still in the middle of the East Coast, West
Listen,
Coast.
I would.
You know what I would take off for Pac? For which Pac we talking about?
All eyes on me.
I can't deny it. I'm
Yeah,
a
see
big
that-
rider. Boom.
That was on all
My
eyes.
favorite Pac joint. That joint got some. I respect that album because I respect what he did for the culture. I wouldn't have a problem putting on it, but that's not my favorite Pac album. My favorite Pac is that the one with that joint got I Ain't Mad at You on there too?
Yeah.
That's the joint. That joint got hits.
That's
That got hits.
I wasn't even
But
a Pac fan, and I
my
know how that
favorite
album.
Machiavelli, but that album do got hits. So I would have to go with All Eyes on Me.
All eyes on me.
That would be taken off though,
Hell is hard.
or you just want to go to 40.
No, hell is hard.
Somebody gonna cuss us out. For
It
that.
could be.
The DMX album don't have to be on there.
He said, name one Pac album that you can listen to without skipping. That it doesn't
All
exist.
eyes on me.
You're going to skip some stuff on there. You're going to skip that joint that, there's a couple joints on there. There's a lot of filler on there.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Pac fan.
She
I'm
said
just
real
showing
cheese
respect.
moving solid like lasagna.
I love that line though.
Who said that?
Lil Wayne. That was on a Millie. I think was it a Millie or 6 foot, or the 6 foot 7 foot.
All right, so the only album I would take off
No,
for
6
that.
foot 7 foot. I like honestly.
It's either between the score or
Shiesty,
Lauryn
I'm
Hill.
not taking Hot as Hell is Hot off.
Yo, I'm being real. Nobody talks about that Public Enemy album in the realm of hip hop. It never comes up in barbershops. It never comes up anywhere.
I guarantee somebody gonna say
I
that.
think you just put that. That's just put on there for personal feelings. Like I've never heard no one say, "Yo, that Public Enemy album is the shit." I mean, like,
Yo,
It just
yo,
not talked
Shiesty,
about.
you is tripping. Get the roots out of here. Yo, how you feel about my album?
Hold on, wait. So hold on. The Roots Things Fall Apart
That album's fire.
That was a
man.
fire
or
album.
Fear of a Black Planet. One of them two gotta go, and we putting on. What did we say?
Pac.
All Eyes on
If
Me
one
has to go
if
on.
one gotta go, then I would say Fear of a Black Planet.
I never
So
heard
we gonna take
anybody
the Black
in my
Power
ears.
shit off.
Yo, listen.
It is what it is.
Let me show you the track list.
No one's talking about Sister Soldier.
But since-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They never was.
Nah,
I'm like, yo, there's a lot of powerful black speakers, like, you know what I mean? But I don't mean their albums was dope.
Nah, Carter 3 was his best album. That album was fire, but like, what you gonna take off is the question, because it's either I'll take off Fear of a Black Planet, even though it was for
I can't let y'all do that. Fight the Powers on here.
Okay, so I know what's on the album.
All right,
Burn Hollywood Burn.
I know what's on
Big
the
Daddy
album.
Kane.
Yeah, I know.
But like
Probably
that song
wanna
was
crack
banging or
her.
something.
They is banging. Brothers gonna work it out. 911 is a joke. These are classics.
yeah. Get up.
Who
get
stole the
that.
soul? Power to the people. I mean, put it like
Nobody
this.
talks about
Okay,
those
then it's
songs.
either one of the Fuji albums or one of the Raekwon albums.
You can't take Miseducation or a score off. I mean,
Let's see.
This
Okay.
education can be taken off. There ain't enough rapping on there for me. That's like saying Views should be
Well,
in the
no,
rap
it's
album.
funny.
You know what? Do that one. That one for All Eyes on Me.
which one?
The Miseducation.
But you know what makes
one.
it big? It's the only female album.
You know what though?
Yeah,
You know
that
what?
is true. That has to
You
be
know
there,
what?
you're
No,
right.
I'm gonna tell you what we're
Good
doing
point.
wrong. We are putting things fall apart because we like it. That's not one of the 25 best albums of all time.
You know what?
I think we
I
like it.
agree.
I can agree with that. I think things fall apart, but I think the same thing for Public Enemy album. Like nobody talks about like. I've honestly heard people talk more about the roots than Public Enemy.
No,
You know what I mean?
actually, if we go by the determining factor, so let's guess what's not on. Okay, I told you, Lauryn Hill's not on this list, dude. This list, I'm gonna lead it again. Notorious Big, Ready to Die is number 1. Nas is number 2. Dre is number 3. Chronic, Reasonable Doubt, Public Enemy. It takes a nation of million to hold us back.
They highly respect it. I don't think Flizz respect it,
Yeah.
but they highly
The
respect
I
it.
know, I respect it.
36 Chambers, Straight Outta Compton is with our list. Paid in Full. All Eyes on Me is number 9, and we didn't even have it on our list. Low End Theory, but we think Midnight Marauder's better.
I like Low End Theory.
Only Built for Cuban Links, Outcast Equipment, The Score, African Band Bada. I'm not gonna agree with that one. Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minor, but we got Any Means Necessary.
Nah, Any Means was better than that.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, The Message, Run DMC. We even got one of them, but
Nope.
Doggy Style, College Dropout, Life After Death, Beastie Boys' License to Ill, which was a great album.
Yeah.
Mia Gets
Great album.
That was a great album,
It was
Flizz.
That was before Flizz time too.
To Pimp a Butterfly, which you got up there, that Marshall Mathers, American Most Wanted, The Blueprint. See, there's no Lauryn Hill, but I get you what you said. It's the only female
It's a
album up
female.
there. But
Like it or
guess
not,
what else
like,
is not
yo.
there? Supreme Clientele either.
I'm talking about, but see,
Supreme
here's the thing.
Clientele is actually a reach. If you're talking about all time, that's beloved on underground.
And
Right.
I agree with that.
That's why I
agree with
said
that.
one of those albums got to go. I'll take that one because we got to keep a female album. And she
That's
probably
what
had the
I'm
best
saying. You
female
can't
album.
take
You
off-
have
Already
to.
took off Roots for Fear of a Black Planet.
You can't take Roots.
We
off.
said that.
We did.
I didn't say that.
We said either. We said
The Roots to me is a way better group than Public Enemy. Period. Like people, I've heard people and discuss.
Did you hear Roots on that group?
There was people even talking about is Black Thought. Remember a few years ago, is Black Thought better than Eminem because of the freestyle he dropped?
But that's because the freestyle. We're talking about his full albums.
Well, that's what I'm talking about too.
Oh, the Missler Education Lauryn Hill's up here on 37.
I'm gonna be real, like yo, the Roots, like the album with Clones. What's the
Yo,
album?
we got Moment of Truth up there, right?
Illadelph.
That's on here.
Illadelph Halftime and All Things Fall Apart was better than any Public Enemy album to me.
You got a De La Soul album.
That you really don't like that. You really don't like Public Enemy.
No, I like Public Enemy, but they
Name
were the
3
time.
good Public Enemy songs.
My favorite, I'll name my favorite.
Yes.
I love Night of the Living Bassheads. I love Fight the
Things
Power.
Fall Apart's on that list. Those are pre-clientele, so that gotta stay.
I didn't take that off.
So you gotta take off some pre-clientele. Bye-bye. All eyes on me.
And put Things Fall Apart back.
Nah, Smith and Wesson can't make it, bro. I agree with you that dope, but
Put
Take Supreme Clientele off
and put all
Eyes. All Eyes on Me is already on here.
put Things Fall Apart.
All right.
That album's up there. That was a banging Roots.
like hell yeah,
You
baby,
didn't like the
don't
Roots.
worry about when.
Yeah, that
I've been on who I saw. Oh, that shit was crack.
Step into the realm of her.
Bound to get caught. Yo, that Roots
And
album
the joint, that's
banging.
what they're introducing Beanie Siegel.
Yo, my eyes itching like a mother.
Chop said Lil Kim Hardcore.
No.
Nope.
That's a good album.
I like that album.
Can't go up here.
No.
They got some bangers on it though.
Not better than Lauryn Hill.
That'd be only one female. See, that's misogyny.
No, that's this list too.
Oh snap!
That's misogyny. That's what they're gonna say.
Clash.
Guys, we hit the 2 hour mark. We hit the 2 hour mark.
All right.
And you still got people.
We're gonna wrap it up. But I would love to put some Lil Wayne on here if the list was longer.
Nah, that's the list.
But I think 30 is the best.
See, that was an honorable mention. Honorable mention was Supreme Clientele, and Little Wayne Carter 3 was honorable mention. Redman, What the Album was honorable mention, and that's up there, right?
Now you put Muddy Waters.
Muddy Waters ain't even on this list.
Well, we making our own list.
No. Muddy Waters is up there. That's a top album.
So I'm gonna copy this and paste it right on my page.
We ain't gonna put no Shaquille O'Neal albums.
You love Shaquille
You gotta have
I already
Shaq.
played.
Shaq D, that's a bad mother.
Nah, whoever did this list is corny because they said Tikal is an honorable mention number 2. There's no way.
Tikal was terrible.
No way, and neither is Nas I Am either. You were bugging.
And I'm the biggest Method Man fan on the planet, but I gotta admit that. Like,
But
his
they
album
got
be
they said Ghetto Boys Can't Be Stopped. Slick Rick, he didn't even make top 50, which they bugging. They're bugging if he ain't top 50. Nah, this list is garbage because they said Wyclef G, which I think is a banging album, The Carnival. That album was crazy, but it ain't no top 25. Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly.
And I think she's the best female rapper.
They put Curtis Blow album as a 25. A Big Daddy thing.
Classic. There ain't no Big Daddy album that's like classic.
Follow the Leader. No. That's Eric B. Rakim.
Yep.
Gang Star, Daily Operations. I like that. Like Water for Chocolate. Yo, what was that album we used to bump up Common when it first came out? Me,
All
you,
of them.
no, I'm talking about we was bumping it hard. I think the tape snapped.
Was it
I think it was like
Can
Water.
I Borrow a Dollar?
No, not Can I Borrow. It was like Water for Chocolate.
Right.
It was that. That's the one he did with No ID in him.
Doug Infinite.
See, It's Dark and Hell is Hot is way down here. They got third base cat this album. Yeah, right. When Disaster Strikes.
All right, guys, I just hit send on that list.
Let's see what happens.
That list is on Facebook right now.
Oh no, we didn't do underground rap. I mean, we didn't do underrated rappers. That's gonna be next week.
Next week, but this is the one that we promised them last time.
Yeah, we knew that. Redman is
So-
Eminem's favorite rapper.
So it's on my page right now, guys. We did it. Have yourself a drink, a shot of something, because you made it to the end. Why is everyone looked on Karen here? He meant Lauryn Hill album. It was an R&B album. It was a little bit of both.
Yo, that's Chops, right?
Yeah.
The Corner. Who's Christopher Corner?
He
again?
said, that's Chop. Yeah, he said,
Oh,
where's Nip rank?
You know why, Chops?
Nip
It's
don't
funny
have a,
how money changed the situation.
Yo, I a week ago I said I don't understand why Lauryn Hill is ranked at like her album as the top female album.
Yeah,
I've been asking that question forever, but I do understand. That's what the head says because that's his things. I don't know why, but It is what it is. Hip hop has voted all the time. Lauryn Hill is the one. Lauryn Hill is the chosen
She
female.
is the one.
See?
To answer the last comments, no, Smith and Wesson ain't on there.
Oh, nah, and I love them.
Lauryn Hill goes on there automatic. She don't even gotta say nothing. Redman, we know Redman is Eminem's favorite rapper. John Paul said, "Where is Nip ranking
So
this
ain't
conversation?" Nip has a great album. I even gave that album a very good review, but it's not all time. Was sad enough to say. He said one song and the rest is R&B on Lauryn Hill album. I disagree with you, Chop. I disagree. But guys, we appreciate y'all being here. We cannot stay here.
Holy shit,
for
it's
hours on
10:30.
end.
Damn.
It is actually late. We have hit the 2-hour mark, which is what we call the dead zone.
We missed the Celtic game, and the Celtics won
Word.
by 7.
So they're up 2?
Two.
Yep.
Yikes.
The
Shout out
Celtics
to
are
the
real.
Celtics.
Thank you.
Dang, I'm gonna lose that bet.
Yo, I appreciate y'all. You can rewind this and watch the whole thing. You can share this. Tell everybody what's up with Clash every
Thank
week.
you for everybody that came out. Hey, come to Troop tomorrow.
Tomorrow night is True.
I'm gonna be there live.
I'm coming down there. I'm gonna do some songs.
Flizz is not. Oh, you gonna do a song?
I'm not on your set. I'm gonna go and do